What is up, everybody? Hey, what's going on, Sean? How's the poker game going? Yeah, I think you're the only one in here right now, Sean. So anyway, oh, Mike's here. What's up? Yeah, I just posted a link there if anybody wants to come in. Just getting started here. Just going to wait for a few more people to come in here. And let's have a Saturday night chat. See what's been going on. We haven't chatted in a while here. Oh, yeah. That's right, Sean. Playing poker. Any luck with the game tonight? Yeah. I know I was searching for, for some backgrounds. And, yeah, I got some lined up anyway. I got something funny for later, too, just in case. I'm sure we're going to talk about what the whole world is going through right now. It's a non-lawn care discussion, but, yeah. Yeah, it'd be kind of cool if during your poker game there, if you came up live, eh? So, yeah. Well, we only got one in here now. I don't know if that's Sean or Mike or... Anyway, just hanging out, chilling, and see what happens. See where this takes us. Hey, Mike.
Hey, how are you?
Good, buddy. How are you?
I'm doing fine. I'm doing fine.
Yeah. Long time no talk.
Pardon me?
Long time no talk.
Yeah, long time. I see you're quoting some properties on there on YouTube, right?
Yeah. Well, I got some other estimates too. I just don't record them all. I just record a few of them.
Yeah.
Nicer looking ones, but I haven't had any new calls for like larger properties. So yeah, I want to get like some video going, some showing some larger properties too. So kind of looks like all I'm doing is little properties, but you know what? They're paying the bills too. So
exactly.
That last video I did there, I got that property. So
that's good. Congratulations.
Yeah, thanks, man. She actually called back that night, and I got her son's property. It's bigger than hers, but it's only his front lawn because the backyard's all pool and it's all landscaped and patio and shit like that. So her son's is really easy. So I gave a bit of a discount there. It's all stand on the whole front yard. It's just a square, like no obstacles or nothing.
Is it a corner or no?
No, that one's not a corner, but that one's straightforward. And then hers, you see in the video, I got to use a walk behind there. Just there's a lot of curves there, and
it's a really small property.
It is. It's very meticulous, and Hey, Matt, MG, how you doing, buddy? Yeah, come join us if you want. Yeah, yeah, it is small, but you know what? Like I think I said it before too. Like last year, I stayed away from the smaller ones. This year, I think I'm going to take on the smaller ones, and I just want to try it out this year and see. But I don't want to drive far, so that's the thing. I'm going to keep them all close. So I'm going to be really
Yeah,
picky. I'm going to be
yeah.
really,
You have to combust your route. You have to squeeze it in a little bit, right?
yeah, 100%, man. So if I can get a bunch like that or within 1 or 2 kilometers, like then it's gold, you know.
Well,
And
like even say if you're doing a corner property and you're charging them like 50 weekly or 60 biweekly or 60 weekly,
yeah,
70 or 80 biweekly, right?
yeah,
Then you get two of those or you get three of those and you can make up for a commercial.
yeah, exactly. You know, like I know I'm driving. Well, I'm not driving much, but stop. You're getting it for maybe 20 minutes, doing a long packing up again, leaving, and then stopping 5 minutes later, rather than
Yeah.
parking in one spot and doing a job for an hour, hour and a half straight, and then packing up and leaving. So, like, I, I want to try and figure it out this year, and I want to take on more small ones just to see what happens, and keep them for the coming years, and then if anything, just have a crew going in the future,
Yeah.
just doing small properties, and then have a crew doing big properties, and that's it, right? Like whether it's
Yeah.
like a crew doing commercial and then a smaller crew just sticking to residential, you know what I mean?
Well, you would probably get you'd probably get yourself and somebody with you in the truck to do commercials because commercials is like priority, right? You should be keeping those guys instead of the residentials, right? The residentials, um, you can have the other crew do it for you,
Yeah, yeah, exactly. I even
and
thought of
that's what I'm doing this season, right? This season, me and my wife are going to be taking care of the commercials and sending out some of the other guys to do the residentials.
yeah, yeah. No, that's good. Like I even thought about just getting a van. Those what do they call the sprinters? The tall vans or whatever, and just have a van
Yeah,
and have a crew doing like the small walk behind properties, the in and out ones, just with a van.
yeah,
So it's a smaller package rather than having your long trailer and whatever blocking two other driveways. That's the case with a lot of these smaller properties.
yeah,
Like last year, I didn't have as many small ones, but you're blocking other people's driveways. Yeah, unless you're on a corner and like you see in some of my videos there, perfect. Can I check it? Where can I park here? For one thing. So that's what I like to have, an area to park. But when you're blocking driveways, well, what can you do then, right? And just, if you're going to be 20 minutes, well, people are just going to have to be patient. Or if somebody wants you to move, whatever, at least just come over and say, hey, I got to get my car right. Okay, no problem. Just move your truck forward, let them out, back up again. You know what I mean?
yeah. Last summertime, I got yelled at because of that.
Oh
They
shit.
would, yeah, because I was blocking the driveways, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that's why I don't really like residentials. That's like one of the reasons also I don't like residentials is they always complain. Their neighbors always complain, especially.
I know. Yeah, I know. I don't know what's going on with my video. Fuck, it's happening again. Blurring out my face. Do you see that?
Yeah, it is. It is a little
Yeah,
bit.
yeah, that's weird. Oh
Mm.
shit. I don't know if there's a heater beside me here. Maybe doing it. Turn that off. Yeah, yeah. So what's Matt saying here? I'll jump in a minute. All right, Matt's gonna join us. I think
Yeah,
Drew
no
was supposed
problem.
Drew's supposed to be stopping by too, and um, Sean in Minnesota. There, he was in here, but he's at a poker game at a buddy's garage right now.
Yeah.
So he said. So what have you been up to? You doing a lot of estimates, or?
Yeah, I'm doing a lot of commercial estimates right now. I just did I just came back from 50 townhouse, 50 houses.
Oh,
It's like
really?
50, it's like a complex, yeah. And honestly, to tell you the truth, they did such a shit job. I don't like the other lawn care company. Like I'm not bashing them or anything, but they did a horrible job. on the last year's fall spring cleanup. All they did was just push the leaves all the way to the back where the park is, right? And they didn't even clean it up. Nothing. They just left it there on the ground.
Oh no.
Bottles flying everywhere, garbage everywhere.
Yeah.
It's terrible. It's terrible, and he's probably going to be shocked about my price, but if he doesn't accept it, he doesn't accept it. I'm not going to be doing it for free, right?
No.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't like taking those ones on either because people. I've done a few. Actually, I did a couple, but last year I had a whole bunch taking over from other companies.
Yeah.
And same thing. You go in there and you do the estimate, and it just looks like shit how they left it the fall before.
Yeah.
And then people are like, "Can you do a spring cleanup?" I said, "Sure, I can, but I'm gonna charge you for it." Like my contract's early fall cleanup is in there, and just because I'm cutting the lawn, so by the time leaves start falling in October, I'm keeping up with it every week. So by the time the bulk of it comes down, it's not as much, right? Rather than doing a one time. So I'm like, okay, well, it's really wet because it's been here all winter, this and that, and people think you're going to do it for free, right? And then they start talking like, well, if you want my business, can you do something for, what I mean? They want you to do it for free. It's kind of like one of those, like they're threatening you, saying, well, I'm not going to go with you unless you do that, or I'm going to go with the other guy, So,
Yeah, they're trying to, like what I've noticed was they're trying to cut the corners. And this guy was telling me, the whole board of directors, I spoke with him today, and he said, it's not that kind of a big lot. It's not kind of, it's really small. It's this and that. Yeah, but I told him, if you want me to cut your lawn, I have to be doing the backyards. Each and every single one of them, I have to be doing the front. I got to be doing the back. I got to be doing the sides. I got to be doing the park that you guys have, right? And
yeah,
it's the same. It's the same thing with snow removal. Same exact thing, right? He told me that the snow removal company is doing a perfect job, and I told him, so why the hell did you call me? And he said, then summertime comes and they do a horrible job, right? As I could tell they do a horrible job, but he told me that, and I can see it. And I'm like, are you using two different companies? And he was like, yeah. Well, that's your problem. That's your number one problem. You're using two different companies. One for snow removal. Why don't you use the other company and try them out for summertime? And he says that they charge too much. Well, if you want a good job, if you want good work and no complaints from the tenants, then then pay up, right? And that's it. You go cheap, you get a shit job.
yeah, for sure. At least if it's the one person or one company taking care of that all year round, they know the property. They just, I think you get better care rather than having two different companies doing,
No, it's a headache.
two,
It's a headache. It's a
yeah,
headache doing with two different companies, and you're dealing with two different invoices, two different checks, and then you can get mixed up. I have that issue with one of my clients also, child daycare center, right? She has two different lawn care companies. She has me doing the child daycare center because I'm insured, I'm registered, and she's got the other guy doing her house, and we're both named Mike, right?
yeah,
And she screws up with the checks sometimes, and I'm telling her, it's you know you gotta get that straight.
yeah, yeah. No, I get it, man. Sorry, I'm just trying to fix my camera here.
Well,
No
it's
idea
okay.
what's going. No idea what's going on.
You think it's a
Yeah.
service? Your service? Your boys are playing PS4?
Actually, we just hooked them. We just hooked them back up for the last few days. Actually, since Tuesday. Yeah, I think since Tuesday night. One was shacking up in the basement. The other one's shacking up in our living room because we're redoing their bedrooms. So
Yeah.
we painted all. My wife and I are in the basement anyway, but we painted all three bedrooms upstairs. We got new carpet installed on Friday, and then I just had to do some touch-ups today. So we just moved them back into their bedroom. So we just hooked up, their PS4s again, and yeah, they're all happy. Everything's all shiny and new, brand new carpet smell and paint smell. That. So yeah, we just hooked up the internet again. Yeah, maybe that is affecting my little blurred face there, or maybe it's a good thing. My face is censored. Hey, how's it going, Drew?
Oh, not too bad. Busy day.
How's it going?
Not too bad.
Not too bad.
What
kind of busy day? What have you been up to?
Well,
Same time.
Got up this morning, did some paperwork. Then I went and picked up Jim's trailer to take it in so he could get new tires. And then he gave me the back 2 tires and to kind of help me out a little bit so I wouldn't have to drop like $500 on tires right away. Because my front 2 tires are good, but my back 2 are totally shot. Did that and did a whole bunch of running around and talked to some people. I gotta go bid a couple of jobs on Monday, but I'm not sure if they'll want me to do them or not because I think they're a little bit bigger than what I could handle just one person, but I'm not sure yet.
Is it commercial?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Is it like a warehouse or what is it?
It's a looks like it's like either a condo, kind of a medium-sized condo association maybe, or like a little business kind of association thing kind of going on.
And you need at least 2 guys or 3 to do some commercial.
I mean,
properties.
I can always hire, I suppose, Yeah,
but then if you hire, then you might get the wrong person, and then and then shit goes upside down, right? Yeah. I've done that mistake before. And he couldn't handle it, right? So he took the bus home, right?
Yeah, I understand that. So what I'll do is I'll probably go out there on Monday. I'll have whoever walk me around and show me around. And then if I think it's too big, I'll just say, hey, listen. I mean, might be like, hey, my guys decided they didn't want to come back this season for work. So therefore, I don't want to wreck my reputation over. So I will pass on it this time. But feel free to hit me up next year, and we'll see what I can do.
Yeah, that's what I did with. That's actually exactly what I did with the eight condo complexes in Oakville. Mm-hmm. I didn't take it. I told them it's too far away for me. You want too much of a liability in the wintertime, doing all the walkways, right? And each in an individual parking spot, right? And basically, I told them I don't want my liability or basically my company to go to shits, right?
Right.
I don't want my reputation to be ruined.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the best way to do it. Be straight up with them.
Mm-hmm. Yep, I agree. And who really knows, too? The other thing is, I don't know. Depends on if they tell me or not. I might not have enough coverage for them. I don't know. They might need, say, a $5 million coverage or something, and I don't have $5 million, but...
You got 2 million, don't you? Or 1 million?
Yeah, I think 2.
Yeah, 2. Yeah, 2 is the going rate over here, isn't it, Mike?
Yeah, I got 2.
Mm-hmm.
That's how much they usually ask for.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I don't know. I'll see how that goes. I mean, worst case scenario, if not, I mean, at least they'd probably appreciate me saying that over just saying, hey, I'll take it, and then, and then...
Screw them over, right?
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Right. What kind of mowers are you running? Are you running any 0-turn stand-ons?
I have no stand-ons. I have a MZ Bad Boy 48, which I'm considering selling this year. It has low hours on it. And then I have a Snapper Pro 61-inch, and that thing is nice because it has like a 33 horsepower on it, so it kicks grass and leaves and all sorts of stuff.
It's nice.
Mm-hmm.
How's it going, Matt?
What's going on, fellas?
What's up?
How are you?
What's up, Matt?
Not too much, man. Living the dream.
How's Pennsylvania?
Good, man. The weather's great. Everything's growing. Be mowing here probably in a week or 2.
Heck yeah. Too bad if we had my G over here, he could help me out with this property, but he lives there and I'm here.
Yeah, I know. Like I'm wondering if we're going to have a earlier spring here in Ontario.
We still have snow coming.
Yeah, I think so.
It's snowing here right now.
Is it?
Yeah.
I got my tulips coming up. They're already about an inch or so up. So they're going to die if we get a freeze again.
No, we're gonna get in the plus range, +8, +3 at nighttime. So
Yeah.
it should be okay. Yeah, it should be okay.
Yeah, because usually the gardens start coming up here in April. Like this is like really early right now, just because the temperatures have been so mild.
Yeah.
So
well, next month is perfect for fall spring cleanups and putting any topsoil or seeding for the grass, because in the rainy season, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
I think right is your favorite word.
Right.
Oh, Mike.
Yeah. I'm not saying it's a bad thing at all.
Right.
Us Canadians.
Yeah. Hey. Right.
Yeah.
Eh.
So you think around say 85 to 100 an acre is cheap?
$85 what, a week?
Yeah, cut. Yeah.
I go 150.
Uh-huh.
You actually get people like paying $150 an acre?
Yeah.
Like this is commercial or residential?
Residential.
Really? Like, because I'm
Yeah.
at 90. I should be
No.
rating one probably.
It's the lowest I'll go if they try to bargain with me. I go 100. That's the lowest I'll go.
Mhm.
Yeah. What are you doing,
I
Matt?
don't,
Sorry, I thought Matt was going to say something.
No, I just said, I mean, that's crazy. 150 an acre, man. Nobody'd hit that up here.
Yeah, that's what I'm surprised too. That's why I thought maybe commercial, but
No.
like
commercial is different. Commercial is priced differently also, right? Because you have bidding wars against other lawn care companies, right? So say for example you're in a pool with like 7 or 8 lawn care companies, and they choose the top 3 that they want to choose. Then the other people, they get rid of them, and those 3 people, they have a bidding war between the complex or whatever the commercial property is, right? So if I say that's worth $100 a week, a cut, right? The other lawn care company says 90 to 95, then I automatically don't get it.
Unless they ask you and say, "Will you do this?" and then you would either say yes or no, or that's it.
Well, it depends. It depends what they want, right? With my company, it's everything has a price on its head.
Right.
Right. So if they say, is that including trimming, edging, blowing? Yeah, I put that in the package. I put mowing, trimming, edging, and blowing in the package. That's one package. Second package I put is fall spring cleanups. That's a separate price. And then the other price is also doing gardening, is another separate price, right? Snow removal, a separate price, right? So all my invoices are in categories, right? Are different categories.
Dang, look at all them mowers.
Yeah, I think we got Sean here on break. He's playing poker at a buddy's garage. Sean,
He hit the wrong button.
Disappeared.
Yeah, maybe I shouldn't have started talking.
That's what I call a shop there, boy.
Yeah, he's at a buddy's tonight. Playing poker. He said when they're on break, he'll go on his phone. That's why I wanted to try and get him in there quick, because I know he can't stay on too long. But maybe he'll come back. Oh, hold on, here he comes. Hold on, guys. All right, Sean, you there?
I'm here.
Okay. How's the game going?
I'm losing.
Don't be gambling your check away there.
I suck. They take advantage of me.
It's an X-Mart fan, I can see.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So you on break right now, Sean?
I had to walk away. I'm down. About 60 or 80 bucks. They're taking advantage of me. My good nature.
Oh no.
Jeez.
I have no friends here, so I have to find friends wherever I can.
Hey, you got some friends here.
Yeah. So I'm at my buddy's shop, guys. This is where we play poker, and this is one of them that, you know, it's dark here, but I'll try to show you guys. Can you guys see that? That's his leaf loader trailer.
That's nice.
I was just showing you his trailers, but I mean, so like right here, you know, I don't know if you guys can see, but like we got, you know, a work truck here, work truck. It's hard to show you on the phone there. We've got another work truck there.
Dang.
It's dark, so you guys probably won't be able to see, but I mean, there's a line of about a dozen trailers here. You guys probably can't see them though.
I can see some, yeah.
I mean, this
guy makes some money.
Yeah, he's one of my good buddies. And so we play poker every week, and usually it's on Fridays, but they had a funeral to go to yesterday, so we're playing today. But yeah, so this is his company actually, Tonka Turf, if you guys could see that.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so yeah, one of my good buddies. But yeah, this is what we all
gas cans and all that.
All these nice stuff. He's so good over here. He's got all this high-end equipment, and we're push mowing, guys.
Man, I need to up my prices.
I know, 150
You should.
bucks at least.
You should. That's a smart thing to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got a good setup there, Sean.
How many crews does he have go out?
Probably 6, 7.
No, actually, only between 2 and 3.
It's a good size.
Yeah.
On the internet.
It's getting there.
He already knows. Don't let him fool you.
No, it's cool that you could join us, Sean.
Yeah. Real quick, while I was losing money, I figured I'd show you guys some goals that you guys can go for.
Are you going to try to buy a new mower, Sean?
What?
Are you going to try to buy a new mower since you're selling your walker?
Oh, I'm always buying mowers. It's one of my hobbies. I like to buy mowers. So yeah, there's another mower that, where is it? Michigan. Another walker mower that I'm hopefully having delivered to me next weekend. And then I'm going to an auction on the 28th in Montana that has about half a dozen walkers also.
Mm-hmm. You're just going to come home with 12 new walker mowers.
Yeah. So is the guy going to deliver it from Michigan?
Well, that's what I'm trying to talk him into, yes.
Okay.
We'll see, though. He's been hemming and hawing, and I don't know what's going to happen, but we'll see.
Can't just say, here, I'll give you $100 more. Come bring it here.
Well, I'm actually giving him $800 more to do it.
Oh, okay. Well, then, heck, I would do that for that much more. I mean, heck.
It's a drive. It's like a 12 or 14-hour drive, so.
Yeah.
He's actually closer to for me. Originally, I was going to buy that mower. I think I was talking to you guys about that. The walker, I was going to go to Michigan, or I decided not. So I think Sean's getting it. So are you getting it 100% or?
He can say all he wants to say, but until it happens, right? He was still online, actively trying to sell it. So I don't trust anybody until like a deal is done. You know. So I can't. If I'm asking him to bring it, I can't expect him not to try to sell it local. If someone wants to come and pick it up and save him time and gas and wear and tear on a vehicle.
Unless you meet him halfway, I don't know.
Well, I tried to say that too. Oh, actually, never mind. He's not going to deliver it all the way. I'm meeting him in Wisconsin because I had him okayed to come all the way, and then he backed out of it. And so now we've agreed upon meeting in Wisconsin. And it's going to cost me. So it was going to be $4,000 for him to come all the way to me, but he didn't want to. And so now it's going to be $3,400. But if I would have went all the way to him, it would have been $3,200. So $200 more, and I'm meeting him 6 hours away instead of making the whole trip. If he still meets me, we'll see.
Yeah.
But
it's a risk, right? It's a risk.
Especially with the walkers, they're so high maintenance. I have that Toro grandstand that I changed the hydros on for the first time, and I got a leak somewhere, so I'm going to have to actually bring it into the dealership. Tried to save money and do it myself, and it didn't work out. So that was real nice.
Yeah, but even with that one, I think he changed the motor on it. What, 500 hours or something, or 400
Yeah, that's
hours?
what well, actually, he didn't change it. He's not even the original owner, Mike. He only had put 100 hours on it. So that's another thing. Like, really, you're selling it with, you only put 100 hours on it, and you can tell that the deck was beat up. They were running stuff over. So, yeah, it might need some help.
Yeah, man. But you know what? If you can score that for 3,200 or so, I think that's a good deal.
Yeah, well, I do believe that price is fair compared to what others are asking. So we'll see.
Mm-hmm.
But I like to buy and sell them too. So I mean, a lot of times I have I don't know exactly, guys, but anywhere between a couple of dollars to like a dozen, and I just sell them if I get them cheap enough. But
what's the brand new one? Those cost 10 grand.
Oh, Walkers are about 15 grand.
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're up there.
Over 20 grand here in Canada.
This is what my buddy runs his X Marks.
Nice.
For the most part. But yeah, he's a pretty big outfit here. And this is one of my smaller ones. Our other buddy is probably 3 times the size of him.
Oh, wow.
He runs 99% all walkers, my other buddy. Yeah, they're doing pretty good for themselves. Pretty good.
So what's the lowest you would take, Sean, to cut an acre?
Oh, an acre. So let's say that's like 44,000, something in there. You know, I'd have to look at, I don't have my numbers like based on an acre. I have it based on square footage. And so I literally would have to look at my sheet because it tells me if it's 10, 15, 20,000 square feet and everything in between. I would guess though. I'm just trying to look at my sheet in my head. If I'm at like $40 and then I go down, it goes up by like $3. So I'd be at probably like 110 to 120 off the top of my head, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Where were your guys' numbers at?
Well, I'm at 90.
I'd be lucky to get 80.
Oh, okay. Let me see. Maybe I overestimated. If I was just trying to think, because if you're adding about 30 3 times, so 30 times 3 is 90 plus like your minimum 100, 110. Yeah, I think probably between 110 and 120 would be my number. Yeah. Wow.
I go 150. Lowest is 100.
Yeah.
Okay. I have been noticing I've done maybe close to a dozen estimates so far this spring, and pretty much everybody has been telling me I'm too high though. Oh, I don't know what that means.
Yeah. I know some guys around where I live, some charge 50 an acre and some charge 90. So I think I'm going to try to stick with like 100 an acre.
That's the best way. 100 an acre.
I would just go figure out your hourly wage. You know, if it takes you an hour to do it and you want to make 50 or 60 an hour, you could say that's your minimum. And if there's a lot of trimming or something, you know, you add something for that. But it takes you 2 hours to do it. I don't know exactly, obviously. I don't pay too much attention. I'd have to write everything down, and sometimes when it's that hot, I don't pay too much attention. But yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to raise my price. I think 90 is a little too low.
You should go for 100.
I should be at least 100. I think between 100 and 120, pretty much.
100. I would say 100 weekly, 100 weekly, and 150 biweekly.
Yeah.
Yeah, go 120 if it's every other week. I mean, it's going to be thick and might have to double cut some spots or the whole thing. So, yeah.
See, we got the difference too between Canadian and American money too, right? And stuff. So I don't know. I don't know if it's the same. Like we can say $100 and you can say $100.
Their quoting in the States is really similar to ours though.
Okay.
Yeah, their quoting is almost on point. They usually go by 40 weekly, 50 bi-weeklies on really small houses. I go the same amount. I'm not telling any lies, but I go at the same amount. But a really really small property for me to go to 40
Mhm.
40 weekly. After 40, I mean, if they want to lowball me, I don't even start my truck for under 40.
Yeah. Hmm.
There's no point.
Yeah, I'm pretty much there too. My minimum's up to 45 now. I was 40, and
Mm.
that's everything from like a little square of lawn to
Right.
pretty much like those quotes that I've been showing you guys on the last couple of videos. The small ones like that. Unless I'm push mowing, then it's like 50-ish, per week. So basically, that last video I put out, I got that one. So I got her lawn, and because I got her son's lawn too, I'm giving her $45, and her son's is 30, and I can do them both in not even an hour. Both of them done. Right? They are apart, but they're in my town, less than a kilometer away from each other. So I think
How
that's
far
fair.
are they? Like
Maybe,
in minutes wise, like in like 10 minutes?
5 under 10 minutes. But it's another zone like that I set up, like, so I'm cutting his one day and then hers the next day because I'm over on her side. So I thought it was fair. $75. I got 2 out of it, and it's easy and straightforward, right?
Mhm. And then probably like if someone asked me, "Oh, what are you going to charge for, say, half an acre?" Well, it'll be 65 minimum. Take it or leave it.
Yeah.
Half an acre.
Half an acre, 20 to 22,000 square feet, roughly.
So you would probably be doing some around, if you're doing square footage, I would count that as like $70 to $75 a week.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Let's see.
Yeah, we got a question here. Anybody do tree removal from the
Yeah,
life?
I did that. I did that before, tree removal, but there's a certain height that you have to go to have a license. You need a license, especially here in Canada. I don't know about the States, but here in Canada, anything like over like half a house, then you need a license. Like smaller trees, I can take it down, no problem. But anything higher, I need a license, and I'm not getting into that.
Right.
And usually one tree, like an apple tree or something, you take $250, $300 cash in your hands, and that's it, and it's done.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't think you need it per se. I mean, as long as you're a normal company that has your normal business license and you have your tree insurance, with whatever, like $2-3 million. I think that's all they require.
Yeah, but I'm not getting into the tree removal
no, you're
stuff.
too much liability with that. And,
It's a
There's
headache.
definitely money to be made there, though, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the money is where it's made is snow removal, tree removal, sodding. What else?
Maybe sprinkler systems or patios.
Yeah, sprinkler systems, but then they're gonna get really mad at you, the sprinkler system people. I've seen last summer I've seen a fight go between a lawn care company that was installing the sprinkler system and actually a sprinkler system guy that has his own company and only does that. They got into a pretty big argument.
yeah.
They have, like I said, they have their territories, just like other lawn care companies have their territories that they deal with, right?
So Matt, you do tree work, don't you? Hey, Matt?
Yeah, not for my business. I mean, I
Okay.
cut down trees. If there's nothing around it, yeah, I'll drop a tree. I mean, I do like light tree limbing stuff,
Mm-hmm.
cleaning out the suckers. But this winter, I actually, my wife's second cousin has a tree company, and this winter I worked for him. I mean, I knows everything to know about cutting tree and rope, and I learned so much stuff about how to rig ropes, and it's crazy, man. It was a great experience.
Some hard, heavy lifting, but it pays off.
Definitely helped me out on figuring out prices for small pine trees, like your average 25-foot to 35-foot pine tree. To drop it, clean it up, man, it's like $450, and you can have it done in less than 2 hours.
Yeah.
It's good
So
money.
are you talking, like, is it full removal, or are you just stacking up the wood somewhere?
That's getting rid of it and everything. That's not including grinding out the stump, but that's just the tree removal. I mean, you cut it down, clean it up, get it out of there.
Yeah, and then probably another $100 to ground the stump out, probably at least.
Yeah, the average stump about 28 inches. It goes for about 90 to $100.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the bigger it is, obviously it goes up from there.
Yeah, and that's not counting if they want you to haul in dirt and seed and do, that kind of thing too.
Well, 9 times 10, if they want you to grind the stump, you're going to be doing the backfill and the seeding.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep, that's some money there.
Oh yeah.
But
Could easily be a $1,200 tree by the time you bring in materials and everything else.
Mm-hmm.
Watching him climb, he's a fantastic climber. I mean, he has bucket trucks and stuff, but there's a lot of trees that he can't get the bucket truck to, and he scoots up, he puts his spikes on, his belts on, he's going.
Wow.
Yeah, that's definitely dangerous.
You wouldn't see my ass up there.
I mean, for an instant, one day we did 2 trees in one day with a four guy crew, and each tree was from $2,200 to $2,800. We did 2 of them jobs in a day.
Nice.
It's called hustle.
Yeah.
For sure.
Good stuff. So we got 4 people watching.
I'm happy if I'm walking home with $400 after taxes and fuel a day.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well,
Mm-hmm. So you're gonna have to do some salting or plowing tomorrow, there, Mike?
no, we're not getting any snow.
No.
We got nothing for. Well, the long range. I think we see 7 days or whatever. There's nothing. It's mild.
Mm-hmm.
So it's really.
I went to the 15 days. I seen something on Thursday and Friday. Thursday we're supposed to get rain with some snow, and the next day we're supposed to get just snow, but it's in the plus range. It's just going to melt away.
Yeah.
It's only plus
sure.
8, plus 7.
Yeah, it's unusual weather. I don't know. It's just really mild.
Yeah.
It's usually not this mild around here. It's usually a lot colder, and we got snow.
I did my first fall spring cleanup for one of my clients that owns a child daycare center. Me and my wife went, and we said, okay, we'll get it done, right? No problem. If you want it done earlier, faster, right? So we went to his house. We did his house. He liked it, so now he wants my full service, even in the summertime too, right? Cutting his lawn.
Perfect.
So a nice little $400 cleanup, and it turns into a lot more money.
Well, his property is extremely small, so I only priced him $300.
Mm-hmm.
What's that, Matt?
I had my wife came out and helped me do a cleanup Thursday.
Mm.
Nice.
It was fun.
I'm trying to get my wife to come out with me.
Not working
And I
out?
need to get me a girl now so she can come out and help.
My dog will come out with me, but he might run away. So he's beside me right now. Yeah, she has too many allergies, so it wouldn't work for her.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Hey, we got who's? How do you say that? Ulnar Lawn Care?
I think so.
Yeah, Ulnar. Yeah. How you doing, buddy?
What's up, bro?
Yeah. Join the panel if you'd like.
Absolutely. Be right back.
I'm gonna post the link here. Open panel. Anybody can join in. Just talking lawn care and stuff. Maybe we'll talk about toilet paper later too.
Speaking of toilet paper, I actually been to Walmart today. I was at Walmart, and honestly, every single shelf is empty.
Oh yeah,
everywhere.
It's crazy.
Yeah, these people are mental. Like I don't know. Like we weren't those crazy people that went there and thinking, oh, everything's going to shut down. But you know what? Like went to a grocery store yesterday, and shelves are slowly getting stocked up again. Not as many people coming. You know,
Should be okay. It should be okay by next week, right, Mike?
Oh yeah. Just wait it out, you know. And like we got enough toilet paper here, and you know, whatever. Just live it day by day, you know. And yeah, there's no reason for the big panic.
I agree.
Yeah, same thing going on over there too in Ohio, Drew?
Oh yeah.
It's everywhere, all around the world.
Yep. Just sucks, you know, just because it's such bad crap, and you know, and we all hope we don't get any of that, you know.
No, I know. No, I get it, but you know what? If everybody just does their part, wash your hands. Just wash your hands properly, right?
Right. I probably do mine easily, like 10 or more times a day. I mean, that's probably on the low end, but you know what I mean? So.
Yeah, I'm a handshaker. You know, when I meet people or talk to people, how you doing? I like to shake hands. Okay, like maybe let's slow down with the handshake just for now, right? Until they control what's going on. But, you know, if you just take care of yourself, you know, you can go see people still, you know, just don't be coughing all over them. And, you know.
So what kind of yard dethatcher question you got?
Oh, yeah. There's a question there. Yeah, you can join the panel if you want. And you can chat away here all you want.
Oh, yeah, there's a link. Okay.
Yeah, I posted a link for him right there. Anybody anybody want to answer that question? Is there a certain depth that the prongs should go into the ground on a dethatcher?
What kind of question is that?
I mean, I was always taught around here, if you're like, say, aerating a yard, you at least want to go 2.5 to 3 inches down would be a good size plug. You don't have to go down like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, just you have to be careful with sprinkler systems. You can't be doing them if they have sprinkler systems. Here in Canada, we do it 3 inches. No. I don't do them, but
you gotta watch
my buddies
they don't even get buried 2 inches.
I don't get into doing it. I haven't done it. Nobody's requested it. And, yeah.
Some commercial properties they requested to do it, but I can always subcontract that out, right? No problem.
I got a buddy's company that works along with mine that does a lot of other things that I don't do, like sodding and whatever, right?
Yeah.
They have a skid steer too. So yeah, I can sub out all that kind of stuff too to them, and I think they'll do that. Yeah, I do all that. They do lawn spraying too and all that. I don't do that, right? I don't have my license for that. So what's this? It's kind of part of our spring cleanup. What? Anybody know what area he's in? Or maybe you can just let us know.
I don't know.
I'm not sure how to say that name. How do you say that name? Yanar? Yolnar?
I'm not sure.
Oh, I'm terrible at pronouncing things. Like you guys know that by now. Look at the Lego. LOL. Yeah.
Yeah, your wrap on your truck looks real good, man.
Allner. Okay.
Allner lawn care.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Right on. So we got a couple people watching us. Well, I guess Allnar is one of them. So,
nice.
Like I said, you can join in if you want. Oh, he's in Michigan. That's right. Okay, I remember that now. Watching your videos. So we got there's somebody else too. Oh, Deputy Cruz is in here. How you doing, buddy?
What's up?
Yeah, open panel if anybody wants to come in here. I know it's a lawn care kind of chat. Yeah, we can talk about that. But hey, if anybody has anything on their mind, I know my face keeps on going blurry here. I keep on fixing it, and then it comes back. It's kind of weird. You know what I'm doing? I'm changing the definition of my video, like high definition to standard definition. It clears up, and then it goes blurry. I don't know what's going on. It might be the camera. So I'm on low definition now. I'm going to change it to standard, and now it's going to go clear. And then, all right. All right, what's Debbie saying here? Doing good. Just dropped in. Show support. Thanks, brother. Appreciate that, man.
Absolutely.
I like your videos. You guys check out Deputy Crew's page?
I've seen some of his videos, yeah.
Yeah. No, he's pretty cool.
Absolutely.
I recommend it. Same with Allnar.
Oh, yeah.
Howdy, Floyd. You dropping nuggets of knowledge? Yeah.
So thinking ahead, when were we going to try to do another live and say we're going to try to do one again, like say by the end of this month? Or are we going to stretch it out and do one like, the first or second week of the next month or whatever?
Well, I know we said like we'll try and do it every couple of weeks, right? And stuff, but I'm sneaking one in here and there. I don't know, just because I'm bored at night and whatever. Well, now there's no sports to watch, right? They canceled all sports. So I got no hockey game, no basketball games to watch anymore, and so might as well go on YouTube, right? At least you're not going to get sick from anybody, right? You're just talking to your computer.
Yeah, we could try to do another one before the end of the month. Might as well.
Yeah, why not, eh?
Better than sitting at home, I was just listening to music and chilling.
Yeah. What's that, Matt?
My tablet's about to die. I'll be back.
Okay. No problem, man.
He got probably pretty drunk last night with his partying over there.
Dude, this morning getting up to go to work, it was rough.
I bet. I give this some like, and I was like, wow, damn, he partied hard.
Yeah, I did, man. We had a dart tournament going on. We were supposed to play tonight, but I canceled. After work and I came home, I ate dinner, showered, and passed out, man. But hair of the dog, I'm drinking again now, but I ain't going hard.
That's crazy.
Hard thing. I'll be back.
All right. Peace.
I just got water. I'm good with that.
Those are some nice stripes in the back.
Yeah, I know. Not bad, eh? They're not mine.
Bad at all.
Yeah, they're not mine, but just a picture I found.
Oh, they're not yours. Oh, shame on you.
Well, you know what? No, I do stripes. I don't have stripe kits, but just natural stripes. But I've been watching some videos lately on YouTube. People making homemade striping kits. I don't know if you guys ever checked those out.
I've seen one of those guys do that.
So you took his stripes down there, huh?
No, it's pretty interesting, like what people come up with, like making their own striping kits, and they work.
Oh yeah, for sure.
What they're doing, right? Rather than spending the hundreds of dollars or whatever it is to get it for your mower.
Yeah.
But I find the mowers that I'm using, like my John Deere, is striped pretty good. It all depends on the grass that you have too, right? If it's healthy, then yeah, you're gonna get your nice stripes and stuff. But my Deeres, like both of them, like even my stand on the 36 last year when I used it, like it was striping pretty good. So I'm curious to see the 52 this year now doing it. Like my 60, beautiful stripes on country properties, like really nice grass. So, and there's no, I don't have a stripe kit on them. So
nice.
Just the natural ones, right? So
the stripe kits cost a lot. Some of them.
Yeah, they do. Yeah. But it's interesting just watching guys making these things, whatever. And like, they're pretty basic, like, it really doesn't take much to make one, and I thought about doing it, maybe just like a drag behind or something or whatever, something universal I can use on all the mowers, and yeah, I don't know. We'll see.
Absolutely.
Oh, what's the question? Bush Green, you from Wisconsin? Really? Do you think I'm American, eh? No, I'm from Canada. I'm from Ontario, just outside of Toronto, just west of Toronto. So Mike next to me here, MRP, he's from Toronto too. So you got two Canadians here. So it's kind of nice. Started doing this, and we got a community here anyway in North America. I think we had somebody from overseas once before too, or I don't know. I think there was a guy, but it's kind of nice just to talk and share all of our experiences, what we're doing, because there's things that I don't do that Drew does, and it's like, oh, really? Okay, I might try that, and we can all give each other advice, right, and try different things. Why not? So, yeah, there's two Canadians in here right now, so we need another American to even it up.
There you go. Put a 1/8 to 1/4 pitch on the lower deck, and you don't need a stripe kit.
Yep. Yeah, you know what? I heard about that too. I haven't tried that. I might try that this year. I don't know if it has to do with what kind of mower you're using too and stuff. Like personally, I think a mower, like any mower, just cuts the same or whatever. But I don't know.
Any mower can stripe.
Yeah, I think so too. Like, I'm happy with my John Deere's. My John Deere's stripe decent. Like I said, if it's healthy, nice grass, then yeah, you're going to get nice stripes. But if it's crap that you just have to maintain, and there's no point anyway to make stripes, but it won't stripe. So, yeah.
Absolutely.
Just got to read some of these things here. Michigan is the first line of defense against Canadian invasion. Did you run out of toilet paper in Michigan too?
Oh my
God! It's just, I don't know. Some people, man, this whole toilet paper thing.
I know.
It's disgusting. Like I read on Facebook posts and stuff. Like people with babies, they can't get baby wipes. Because freaking people are buying everything off the shelf in one shot. Just like the toilet paper. If I was in a store and I seen somebody have like the whole display of toilet paper in their cart, I would knock over their cart and, here, you want a pack? You want a pack? You don't go out there and buy everything. Like a guy in our local Walmart here in Milton, somebody posted on Facebook, one guy went in there before they put a stop on a limit, like putting a limit on purchasing stuff. The guy bought everything. He had like 3 or 4 carts, his whole family, of toilet paper. It's disgusting, man. Like, are you fucking kidding me? Sorry, like we're all in it together. Like, just take one, man. Like, let everybody have a pack, right? but people are selfish, when it comes down to it. There's scares. I don't know about in the States, but here, our government, our schools after March break. So next week, March break, and then after that, for 2 weeks, there's no school. They close the school. So 3 weeks right now, the kids are all out of school, right? Which I think is a good idea, right? Especially my sons, their high school that they go to, it's one of the largest in our area. There's almost 1,500 students in this school. So it's pretty big. So there's a lot of kids around there, right? And, most kids, whatever, they don't wash their hands properly and this and that. Everyone's touching the handles, and then you eat your lunch and, whatever. So if somebody has the slightest case, somebody else can get it. And if that person's immune system is lower than that person, then they're going to get it worse. And, so just to kind of stop the spread, I think it is a good idea, but it is creating panic. So when the government announces all this stuff, whatever, everyone panics, like, oh my God, like we better go buy everything now because they're going to shut down the world,
right.
And yeah, it's whatever, like we weren't like those people that rushed to the store to buy everything. We did our normal Friday shopping. We got enough toilet paper for a couple weeks. It's going to be fine. I
wonder now, since, there's this stuff going around, and I don't know if they use some of those weeks off, as they're like snow days per se, and then they're going to have to stay longer now in school because they're off. I mean, because it's kind of is like a major crisis, kind of a thing.
Well, yeah, that's the thing too. Now, I think universities and colleges, they are doing online schooling or something. So I'm not sure if they're going to do that with high school or if that would work. Like I'm not sure with secondary or elementary school if that would really work too, or summer school, right? So that would really suck, like if there's no school for a few months or whatever, and then the kids all had to go to school in the summer. That would really suck, right?
Yeah, it would.
If anything, I think they should do some sort of an online thing or homeschool or something, right?
What's up, Handy Stars? How's it going?
Oh, we got Handy in here. What's up, Ranger? Yeah, come join the crew here. It's an open panel.
That's right.
Yeah, I'd love to see you come in here. And yeah, we're talking lawns. Actually, we're just talking about toilet paper. So I think I got a picture prepared for that one too, because I kind of figured we'll be talking about this. But yeah.
Drinking some alcohol over there, Matt MG.
Matt MG. Oh, you drinking milk? Yeah.
Oh yeah.
What are you drinking?
Rum and Coke.
Nice. I can't drink that anymore. I don't know. I used to drink a lot. Like
He's always drinking that milk.
I drank so much in my younger years that I just can't drink that much anymore. I'll have a couple beers here and there, but like tonight, I don't drink alone. Whatever. I just got water. I'm good with that. So. So yeah, if anybody wants to come join the panel here, I'd like to meet you anyway, and you can all shoot the shit about whatever.
Oh, he's got his 7 and 7.
Yeah. I don't know what you guys want to talk about. The toilet paper thing didn't last too long.
No, it doesn't. It's not just toilet paper is gone. All the food's gone. Milk, everything.
Yeah, all non-perishable food items, pretty much, right? So, yeah, it's pretty
Sugar,
sad that
flour.
Yeah, some people are just
Even cigarettes. Yeah.
Cigarettes too.
Cigarettes,
really?
they still have them.
Oh, there's a joke too with the liquor stores, right? Just because our schools are going to be closed for 2 weeks after March break, so for 3 weeks now. So there's a big joke. There's there's pictures on Facebook I've seen, whatever, of shelves empty in the liquor store because the parents don't know how to handle having their kids now for another 2 weeks after March break. So
yeah, I feel sorry for the parents.
yeah. Yeah, but it's just all the selfish people that bought everything from all the stores in one shot. And other people that really need it. Like in my community, and I'm sure all around the world, like there's elderly people I heard that went to these stores, and they just want to go for their little couple things that they need, whatever. There's lineups for 3 hours to get to the cash register, lineups going outside the stores, and they couldn't stand there too long, right? Because they're disabled or whatever, and they had to leave. And I think it's completely wrong,
For sure.
Yeah, yesterday we went to Nuffrills, right?
Mm-hmm.
And there was 2 cop cars and police officers inside the store and police officers outside of the store, because supposedly people were fighting over toilet paper and flowers and sugar, like animals.
Yeah,
I'll tell you.
shit. Actually, there's a shooting in Toronto. I think I seen that on the news. I don't know if you heard about that, Mike, in a grocery store downtown Toronto. So I guess people got into an argument, and some dude pulled out his gun and started shooting. Like really? Like, what's wrong with you?
Honestly, to tell you the truth, here, if there was no food whatsoever, I think people would be eating other people. They'll be so selfish, right? It's probably going to get to that point. And I know people are going to eat people. It's selfish people like that. Selfish, terrible.
No, I know. What's Ranger saying here? Ranger saying we have Abraham and King Brando with some guests that stopped by trying to get set up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
They're gonna have a big party over there, I guess.
They restocked pretty good here. They're still out of TP, but the perishables were restocked fast. I mean, they have to do that every day anyways. So, yeah.
I mean, let's think about this for a minute. Like, even I was thinking about this too. Like, I get people are stocking up, right? Because they have a big family, maybe kids and stuff. But depending on what you buy, I mean, you might waste some of that food if you don't eat it all, unless you buy a lot of meats and vegetables you could already freeze, or unless you cook it all, then freeze it, and then take it out as you need it. I mean,
Yeah, for sure. And that's the thing. People will buy just enough, and okay, their freezers are full now, and they have no more room to put all the other shit. And
Right.
okay, and now I'm just gonna wait until everything's restocked and everybody calms down, and we'll go do our regular shopping again.
Right. Stock it up again, and then you'll be good for another week or two or whatever. And yeah.
Exactly. Like, we're not worried. We got enough here. We'll survive.
Right. You're not gonna not be able to eat tonight,
No.
McDonald's is open. Burger King's open.
Right. Drive through.
Yeah. Fruits and veggies the same. Yeah. Yeah. What's the next topic?
So, how many yards is everybody going to cut this in a day this year?
I'll start. Right now, what I have signed on, but I have a lot more coming too. I got about, what do I got? I think 32 I counted. So,
nice.
I'm expecting at least 50 to 60. My goal is, like, I really want to try and get 80 this year, and I really want to hire somebody. I'm not going to hire somebody right away in the spring because I can handle doing probably up to 50 to 60 myself. A week, whatever, but I think over 60, I'm going to hire somebody for sure, 100%. Oh, what about you, Mike? I think Mike has like 2 million or something like that.
Yeah.
No, not 2 million.
Come on, he's like this every day,
Oh, well, look at him. He's sitting back there. It's just like he's looking at his money across the room.
Right, he's looking at that big stack saying, what am I going to buy tomorrow?
No, it's all in checks right now, right? It's in gotta go to the bank tomorrow. Deposit $4,000 check just for 3 properties.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. It's what's the question again? How many properties I have? How many properties I have in total?
No, how many were you going to mow in a day?
Mowing a day. Oh, we're mowing in a day. We're mowing close to 15 to 20 in a day.
Mm-hmm. That's good. And they're probably bigger ones too. They're not just some like granny yards, you know what I mean? They're acres and all that.
I gotta tell you the truth. Last year we had a lot of granny yards. We had a lot of like medium-sized ones, small ones,
right.
Medium-sized, small, medium, right? This year we're getting large sizes right now. We're getting, and since my reputation is going up, right, slowly, and I'm starting to be buddies with a lot of the big shots, a lot of the big guys, right? That's been in the business for 30 years. They're offering me a lot. Like this Monday coming up, I'm going to quote 3 Tim Hortons. I think it's like almost 2.5, 3 acres. Three Tim Hortons is beside each other. I don't know. Nice. It's weird. And my bid for that price is close to $1,400 a month. I'm going to be clearing out probably. So much I think.
And that's per store, or that's for all 3 of them?
That's for all 3 of them because they're really close. They're like neighbors, right? And there's not so much to cut over there. There's more concrete than there is grass, right?
And probably bed maintenance to pick up and make sure there's no weeds and stuff.
Yeah, I gave him a fair price.
Yeah.
But in total, I want to get somewhere around 200 to 250.
Mm-hmm.
Should be okay.
Then he's going to be
200 to
balling.
250 properties. Yeah, I think that's my safe number. My safe number is 200 to 250 clients, and that's it.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I really need. If I really want to go big, which I don't plan to go really big, because I want to keep my clients happy, right, and have a good reputation,
Right, absolutely.
right. So I'm not gonna hit anything higher than 250.
Mm-hmm.
It just with this season, I want to throw away some of the residentials to some lawn care companies that are struggling, right?
Right, and free up you so you
And
can focus more on your other
yeah,
ones and maybe gain some more.
It's gonna free up my schedule so I can put in some commercial in there,
Mm-hmm.
right? So that's what I want to do. I want to, like I'm happily gonna take, like say for example another lawn care company, right? Ask me for a job and all that, right? I'll give him the property, right? I don't mind doing that. I don't mind helping other lawn care companies out, right?
Right. As long as he doesn't
Yeah,
bite you in the foot, then sure.
exactly. But if it's like say for example if Mike from Bush Green, if he was here, right, I would give him, some properties. I would help him out. I would give him some commercials. I would do this, do that, right? And then, as a team work together, right? That's how
That's right.
us in the lawn care community should be like, right? Not, pointing middle fingers at each other or giving each other stare down looks or, spitting at each other or slashing tires or doing anything like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's nonsense. We're
Absolutely.
we're in this together, right? And there's enough properties. They're building more and more of these commercial properties, right?
Right. There's
And
more work for everybody too. It's not
exactly,
just
right?
like, yeah.
So I don't understand about the fighting and all that.
Yeah.
It's just stupid.
I know. I'm
For me,
just
that's
sick of it.
for me that's
You're
stupid,
growing
right?
a property and you see the lawn care guys, and they'll either go by, they'll either give you the finger, or they'll give you the stare, or just do whatever.
Yeah.
It's like, really, bro? It's like you can't wave and be nice. Like,
No, it's because they think you're in their territory.
yeah.
Like I go to Mississauga Road, and Mike knows that area.
Yeah.
These people are swarmed with a lot of lawn care companies, different lawn care companies. These trailers that I go by, they're not even wrapped. They're not professional, right? And they're giving us the look like we're on their territory, right? And that they've been here for a long time, right? But they just don't want to share the work, and they're really
Right,
greedy.
right.
They're greedy that way, and they try to steal the work from you too, right?
Mm-hmm. I mean, my trailer is not wrapped, but it does have my company, and some stuff and what I do on both sides and the gate. So it's not like it's just a regular Joe Schmo trailer. So at least I got that going.
Or you you have it enclosed or open?
I have a enclosed.
Enclosed. So yeah, like anything would be okay. I decided right away to wrap my trailer, right? And speaking of trailer, I actually had to take it in for for a tune-up to be in the spa a little bit, right? So that's going to be a nice check for me too. Half that check is going to go to the trailer, to the trailer, to the trailer company up north.
Mm-hmm.
I have to beef up the suspension. I have to beef up the leaf springs, tires, everything, so it can handle more weight, right?
Mm-hmm. Why do you want to beef it up? Are you thinking about hauling some more mowers in there? You just want to keep it more safer and better. So
I wanna keep it more safer because when I was hauling the 52 and 52, it started like swerving on me. Started swerving on me on the highway, right? And I can already tell that trailer is weak as it is, right? It won't handle the weight with the 42 and the 52. So I took it into the trailer place. The guy looked at it and he looked underneath there, and my rod was like bent, right? The leaf springs, they were shot, right? So it was unsafe. So I just said, take it in, beef it up for me so it goes to 5,300 or 5,400 pounds at least. I want, right?
Mhm.
And he said, all right, so he'll do it for me. And then I think next week, I think it should be ready to go back on the road.
Nice.
That's the single axle, right?
That's a single axle, yeah.
That's why you need a dual, man.
I need, yeah. But the thing is, Mike, when I first started the lawn care company, I thought I'm not gonna get big. I thought I'm gonna go really small, only have say 5-10 properties, and I thought I'm not gonna get so big so fast. And all of a sudden, my first year, I started getting 50, 100, and my highest was 110 clients I had in my first year. And in the second year, we just kept on going up all the time, right? But the thing is, I built my website. I went full force on it. And the second year kept on all the time, right?
What's going on there? I don't know. I just heard something.
Yeah, so did I.
Well, I thought everything went silent, and then I heard, something go weird there.
Right.
Yeah.
But in my third year, I think it's a good number.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. My next trailer, I want to get 5,000-pound axles. So
You should.
my enclosed right now is the dual, but they're 3,500 pound each. I know the problem that you're talking about with the swaying of the trailer, and that's scary when that happens. It's just a bit the weight distribution on the trailer. So I haven't had that problem with my dual, having my 60-inch and the 32-inch on. So this year I'm going to be going with my 52 and 32. So it's going to be lighter now, the load. But it's all about, like, you don't want to have all the weight at the very back of your trailer. You want to, have it kind of evenly over your axles going towards the front, right?
Absolutely.
So like with my heavier machine, it's always over my axles going towards the front, and the 32, I put it sideways at the back. So it's a little lighter, right? But yeah, I haven't had that problem. I had that happen to me once with my dump trailer. I got a load. I was doing an overseeding job. So I got a pretty big dump trailer. So it wasn't a huge overseeding job. So I got them to put the dirt, like the soil that I was using, at the back of the trailer, and then dump the mulch. No, sorry. Yeah, it was overseeding, and then I had to mulch a garden, and then dump mulch towards the front of the trailer, just so it was two separate piles. Yeah, a little bit of it kind of mixed in, but it was separated. So stupid me not thinking, well, obviously soil is heavier than mulch, right? And so I go cruising down the road. It's on a country road, right? And the truck, like, it just felt weird, right? And I look in my mirror, I'm like, holy shit. And my trailer is just like frickin' doing that swaying thing, right? I was shitting my pants, man. Like, hit my brakes. There's no traffic around. Like, holy fuck. I'm like, oh, man,
slow your ass down.
Yeah. It's like, oh, the weight. No, I was going like 60 kilometers an hour. I don't know what that is in miles per hour. Maybe, 30 or something, 35 or whatever. And
probably like 40 or something. I don't know.
Yeah, 40-ish, whatever. So yeah, I had to slow right down and just crawl to this property because I was out in the country. So, a 15-minute drive, it took me about just over a half an hour then to get to this house because I just had to kind of crawl there. But yeah, never again. I learned from that. You learn from your mistakes. Thank God nothing happened. You can watch YouTube videos or whatever, people on a highway with camper trailers or whatever, and those trailers start swaying, it'll flip your whole truck and everything, right?
Well, it's called a death wobble. That's what it's called.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, I couldn't imagine that. I learned from that, and it never happened to me again.
Supposedly, what I do is I fell in one of those before, a death wobble, and you're supposed to speed up instead of slow down. You're supposed to like hit the gas really hard.
Yeah, that didn't work.
So it straightens out.
Well, yeah, I guess if you're on the highway and whatever. Like I was going slow enough that I could just slow down to control it, So yeah. What's Matt saying here? Had to drop down. I couldn't hear shit. Gonna jump back to my iPad. All right.
Yeah.
Deputy, we are doing hardscapes and irrigation this season. Not many lawns. Oh, all right. There.
Hey, what's up, Ben? How's it going?
No, we got Acme in here.
So Drew, how much properties are you handling this summer?
I have about 18 residential and about one, I want to say it's 3-acre commercial.
Wow, good.
It's not. It's not that much, but it's a good start for being my actual first real legit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What's up, Drew?
Hey, what's up, bro?
What's up, Ranger?
Hey, somebody was talking.
Bush Green?
Y'all just over talking some more. Who was
man.
talking?
Good to have you guys all here.
Oh, look, we got a special guest over there.
Yeah,
It's Black Fork.
All right.
So Black Fork,
Abraham. What's
Who's
going on,
that?
bro?
what's up? Hey, don't forget if you're married, don't forget vote Corey Branham March 17th for 22nd district.
Corey Branham.
Corey Branham.
You're Republican?
Yeah,
I'm not saying how I'll vote, but I want to make sure what it was.
they're
God forbid I vote
or
for it.
Medina.
Yeah, we're just having a hard time hearing here because there's
I know.
there's a lot of people talking in the background, Ranger. It's just a hard time.
Yeah.
We're having a hard time hearing here.
Some dogs barking and all kinds of shit. We really don't know. I mean, we're not for me.
Ranger, you got enough toilet paper?
Yes. I stocked up months ago. That's something I always keep on hand.
Ask Black Fork Ranger if he ever got paid for that job he plowed when that other guy came in and told him about it on that commercial property.
I'm a warrior, though, but I'm doing myself. Say it again, Drew.
I said, ask Black Fork if he ever got paid for that plow job that he did when the other landscaper came over and all that.
Did you ever get paid for that plow job?
Oh yeah. Actually, I did. Well, I'm supposed. I ain't been yet, but it's under net 45, and they're supposed to pay. They said they're gonna pay me. It's supposed to be paid. I'm supposed to be paid in like 4 days from now.
Good.
And that guy hates me. I tried to call him and invite him to I'll take him out for coffee, and he pretty much told me fuck off.
What's up, Ben? Ben from Acme Bowling is in the comments.
I know. We got Mayor Ben in the house.
If I was around, I would have won the neighborhood for him.
That was his account. I didn't know. I got called. It was difficult.
Heck yeah, what are you guys doing? What are you talking about? Coronavirus?
I would have won the neighborhood for him.
We're talking about lawn care, bro.
Yeah.
Really? Don't call him bro. I love my That's my best friend. I was thinking about buying him over and starting my own lawn care.
We had enough at our house this way for a while.
Yeah, but you got that nice remodeling going on. Decent.
See, I can also just put 2 guys in the truck.
Mm-hmm.
What kind of mower are you thinking about, Ranger?
If I bought one, it'd be an X-Mark or a Dixie chopper.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh, look at that little goatee over there.
I can't hardly get in there. I'm gonna let them get their shine.
It's a party going on there, right?
I know.
Where's Eden? Where's fucking Eden?
Not here yet.
This is Bush Green's lot. We're in This is not Worley's, buddy.
Open your eyes.
He's had one too many cervezas.
I could tell.
Oh shit!
Hey, don't drink and drive there, son.
Yeah.
Oh,
You
no.
only get married a couple times here.
I'm a mower. Just on his mower. Keep
Oh, all
going.
right.
You know.
Don't get a DUI in a mower because it's happened to people too.
Oh, yeah.
My son,
He only has to go 2 houses down.
he's almost 2.
Okay.
You know, he wants me.
But heck yeah, I appreciate you having me, Bush Green. How are you MRP Lawn Care.
I'm all right. How are you?
I'm great, buddy.
He's gonna be my.
That's good. That's good.
Just watching as everything shuts down. They just shut our Walmarts down from 24 hours to 11 o'clock at night.
11-year-old. He said,
Is that for restock?
"Oh, he wants to be a
I don't know. I don't know if it's.
Yeah, he thinks so.
Yeah, you know what, dude? It's crazy everywhere, man. Same thing here in Canada. Just everybody's in a big panic, you know, buying everything, restocking, thinking the world's going to come to the end.
I think that's the gun now.
I think there's no need to panic here, you know. Like everybody could just kind of work together here. And,
I'm one of those. There's a bigger picture. There's something else going on.
I'm sure you wrote that.
What it is, I haven't
my house.
got to
I can't really cat those things now.
But there's, I don't know, it's just weird.
Like everybody, Cato Ben and all of them.
Exactly.
It was funny.
Yeah, it's crazy here. It's crazy everywhere.
He didn't want to do it. He didn't want to do a lot of those.
So you go to GIE this year? Mark?
That was your engine.
Every fucking man. Yeah.
Sorry, who are you asking?
MRP.
With my wife.
Yeah, MRP.
Yeah.
MRP and myself are from Canada. Yeah, I guess we would have to go across the border, right, to meet all these guys.
I've been to the GIE actually 2019 and 2020.
Oh, did you go?
I got a DJ. No one showed up. I did a job for him. Yeah. But look, man.
Cheers, man.
I'll do.
I think what we need to do, like this whole community, we got to set up something that everybody kind of gets together somewhere.
No, Mike, did you go or no?
No.
I think he likes that idea over there.
You got hammered. Oh yeah, you can see how fucking they are. That was a DJ. Why'd they cancel it? You have to ask them.
I think they're trying to create their next video over there. That's what they're doing.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to figure out what's going on there. You got a curtain in the background.
Yeah, look forward to new podcast, The Lawn Stars.
Yeah.
You never know. You never know over here.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you got everybody there from the Lawn Stars?
Pretty much. Marvin just left.
Buddy, what's up, buddy?
Really know why, dude. Someone survivor, keep on surviving.
It's your number one fan, Drew.
He's my hero.
What's up?
So
I'm sad.
What are they looking for?
You're a number one fan.
I'm sad, bro.
Why are you sad, bro?
Here's one.
I don't know.
I took this picture.
It's just the clown deal.
It's a picture of my wife.
The what?
The shirt, it's like awesome.
The clown deal, man. Mate,
What's up with that shirt?
clown deal.
What do you think about that?
Sad clown.
Do you need a hug, buddy?
Yes, he does.
I don't need a hug, buddy. I don't know if that's some kind of new fucking Mattel toy you got going, or some kind of copyright.
It's right outside.
I don't want it. I'm getting
They
dipping out.
shut down for the Alabama. The LSU Alabama. They shut everything fucking shut except for the bar.
Oh, Lord.
Everything shut. And I was just some weirdo that watched it at Ohio State. So they had my own little TV.
All right, you guys. Everybody's talking over everybody.
Everybody.
But we love every one of you, especially Bush Green.
Thank you,
Not as much you other guys. No. Mr. Lawn Care, is that, what's his name? I can't see. MRP Lawn Care. Hello. I've been trying to read your name the whole night, and I couldn't do it. My eyes, I don't have my contacts in.
That's all right.
Hey, I'm glad to meet you. I've seen you for the first time. And
Me?
I think I've seen Bush Green for the first time. Yeah, you.
Yeah, it's the first time.
Yeah, Big Bull.
I watched you guys before, but I never joined in.
Oh, hand sanitizer.
Oh, you got your hand sanitizer. Nice.
Don't touch my hand. The top of my hand sanitizer. Don't touch the top of my hand sanitizer. Hey, listen, bro. I enjoy meeting.
Brando, are you stocked up on toilet paper?
Yes.
Man, I'm sticking one little ply, like a one little square of it, and stick my finger around the magnet. Yeah. I love every one of y'all. I'm talking, we're going to make it to the top. Whoever's around me when it happens, you're my entourage.
Yeah, nice.
You understand? Even the fucking Mr. Lawn Care up there.
Hey, give us a few. We might go live on the handy stores here a little bit.
Yeah.
Mr. Lawn Care?
Everybody's welcome.
No.
Yeah, Mr. Lawn Care, you're welcome. Y'all guys, appreciate it, Miss Green. See you, Joe.
Hey, peace out.
All right.
Yeah, peace,
See you
man.
later.
We'll talk to
See
you
y'all.
soon, Ranger. All right. Yeah, that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had Handy Stars in my chat.
Yeah, that's awesome.
That is pretty cool. Yeah.
Yeah, I think they're definitely partied hard already. I can tell.
Yeah, they seem like a good bunch of guys. You know, just
Are they into lawn care or no?
Yeah, Brando does it. Handy or Ranger there. I think he does more like home renovations or something like demo.
Construction, right?
Yeah, check out his videos and you'll see just like little odd jobs like around homes and stuff.
He likes to do like his home remodeling, like kitchens and bathrooms. I believe we were talking about. Yeah.
But Brando, man, you got to watch him. Like he's just hilarious. When he's sitting on his mower, he'll be standing on a sit-down mower, cutting lawns, and it's just funny, man. Like the guy will be running with a trimmer, like doing all the edging.
Does he have Instagram?
Brando, yeah. But I think they all.
If anything, just send me the links. I'll follow them.
Yeah.
I'll check out their pages.
Yeah. But yeah, it's hilarious. Yeah, they just seem like good old people, you know, and just having fun, you know, and that's it. So
yeah,
absolutely.
You know, no, that was pretty cool having that in my life here. Still trying to fix my face again, but yeah. Oh.
So that 3-acre property is a commercial, right? It's
yes.
Townhouses, or is it a condo?
Well, it's kind of hard to describe it because technically it's a like a lake on a park, but it's I want to say, but it's more of like a private like association. So it's kind of a little bit of both.
I see. That's good. It's a good size.
Yeah, for sure.
And it's just you working, right? Nobody else.
Correct. It's not too bad. Since I have my 61 now, I would say it takes me about, I don't know, maybe an hour and 45 minutes, I would say, to cut it. And then depends on if I have to trim the lake or just the street or in between some spots. You probably at another, I don't know, hour trimming if I hustle it, maybe. And then a blow, and then I'm out.
And that's a weekly service, isn't it?
It is. It's weekly until the summer hits, and then when the summer hits, when it slows down, then they go bi-weekly. Which I don't really technically agree with that, but whatever. But I just do it only because it's it's in a neighborhood.
More.
I will. I'm going up this year, but the only thing is like say if here's the property, there's a road that runs all around it with a crap ton of houses because I used to live back in that neighborhood, so it's a lot of good advertising too.
I see.
So I put up with it and stuff. Because I mean, there's hundreds of houses in there, so I could easily pick up another 10 or 20 houses in that neighborhood or more. So that's why I do it, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got a couple too that I start off weekly, and then the hot months, a couple of months, it goes bi-weekly and then weekly again for the rest of it until November or end of November. So, you know, I didn't really want to get into doing that either, but same thing like what Drew said, you know, it gives me opportunity in the area that I'm working in, right? And I have gotten other business from doing these ones too. So, you know what, they all pay the bills, and and you got to charge accordingly too for that if they want it. And you know what I stopped doing too, what I did at the beginning, you know, I'd give people, this is your weekly charge, right? So okay, how many weeks? 27 or 29 weeks. You know, 27 is until the end of October, or 29. I go bi-weekly in November for leaf cleanup then. So now instead of giving them that's $50 a week times this, whatever, I'm giving them a number, and that's it. This is what your contract is, right? And pretty much all of them don't ask for a breakdown. I had one so far this year that asked for a breakdown. Okay, I want to know the weekly. What do you charge for leaf cleanup? What do you charge for that? This, that. You know, I'm trying to say, well, this is the one price, and I'm taking care of your spring. I'm doing this. I'm doing your fall. So I think it's almost better not to tell people what your weekly is and just give them one price. This is your season price.
Right.
So, so just so they don't like, you know, because they're going to get other calls. Oh, well, that guy will do it for $30, you know, or this and that. Just give them one price, stick to your guns, and that's it. You know.
Yeah.
So, you guys do that too, or do you give like weekly price, or?
I give the weekly, bi-weekly prices.
Oh, do you? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's more easier. It's more easier, especially for them. It's more easier.
Yeah, I just find ever since when I started doing just the one price or whatever, like people are just going with it. Yeah, okay, that sounds good. I'll get back to you, whatever. And then I get hired, and like all my estimates so far this year, I didn't tell them how much it is weekly or whatever, right? So it's just this is how much it is, and they go for it. Like I have my prices, like I know, like that last video I posted there, that video, that one's $45, and then her son's, which I didn't video, it's only a front yard, and it's freaking easy. You know, I just take the 52 off, and I'm done in 2 minutes. The front yard, that one 30, so $75 for the two. But I put the price all together, and this is the price, you know, and so she went for it, you know, and I got hired. And they're paying in full. Like most of my customers, they pay in full. All my customers I've had for, you know, the past seasons, whatever, they pay in full. Some of the new ones, you know, it's just until we build trust together, right?
Right.
They want to split it up, so a couple checks or whatever. But for the most part, like I just had another email today, a lady, you know, she's like, I got a check ready for you, Mike, like the full payment, you know. I think hers came to 1,300 and something or whatever. It's a tiny lawn. I got to do a video of this one when I pick up the check. You guys will laugh. It's like smaller than anything you've seen yet. So yeah, we got to have a competition. Who has the smallest lawn? You know, and I was thinking about that, you know, between like all of us, you know, we got to show the smallest lawn that we cut and how long it takes you to do it.
I have actually one that's gonna really shock you. I'll show you tomorrow. I'll post it. I'll DM you. You'll see. It's like one of the smallest you'll ever seen. It's the child daycare center.
Nice.
Yeah.
So MRP, how do you feel about this? So I was thinking this year, I was debating, you know, since I kind of don't want to chase money or anything anymore. Do you think it's fair, like, say, if I sign up with a new customer this year, I give them an invoice and say, okay, this is your monthly, you know, bill or whatever. Write me a check. Then once I complete that month, then the following month, they'll cut me another check and keep on going instead of just cutting for the whole month, they give an invoice, and then hoping to God you're going to get paid. Do you think that's fair?
Is it? Are you talking about commercial or residential?
Residential.
Residential. What I would do is what I'm actually going to do right now this summer is do monthly. Every month they have to pay. If they don't pay, I give them an interest rate. It's going up 5%.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
I don't
Most
really
people
care.
like to do it monthly. That way, you know, some of my people like to pay weekly and stuff, but I'm just going to be like, listen, just cut me a check for the month and you write one check.
Honestly, tell you the truth, last year, I think some of them screwed me over because they were paying me every week and then I wasn't keeping up with the payments, right? Because I had other properties to, you know, think about in my head, right? There's a lot of them. So this upcoming season, monthly, everything monthly, even commercial, monthly, everything monthly. So I keep track of who pays me and who doesn't. It's the best way to do it.
Yeah. Because I was
and
thinking,
always invoice them.
Mhm.
Right?
Yeah.
So you keep that on a record, and you add taxes to that.
Yep. I used to do it the old-fashioned way, paperwork. Now that I'm gonna start using yard books, I was thinking, every like say I don't know, say it's like the first week of the month. Here's your invoice. Right when I mow, there you go. And then
you use yard books.
Mhm.
Oh, I see. I just a sec, actually. I just hold on. I use I use JobFlex.
Mhm.
Yeah, JobFlex is really good. Check them out. You'll see.
Is it free, or do you have to pay for it, or?
First, I think first month to try it out is for free, and then after that you have to pay, right? But I would really recommend it because you can put your quotes are there, your invoices are there, everything's there, all your customers are there, and so honestly, it's easy. You put your own logo, everything, and it looks professional.
Right on. How much a month are
Right.
you paying for it?
I think I'm paying a yearly cost. I think last time I got it, $250 a year.
Oh, that's not too horrible.
No.
That's manageable.
Yeah. But it's worth it, though. It's worth it, especially for the commercial properties. I'm not too worried really about the residentials because some residentials, they pay me cash, right? And some just give me e-transfers. E-transfers is really popular, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So how do you keep track of like the cash jobs you do? Do you just not say nothing,
No, I have a calendar, right? And each and every single one of them are written down. Each house is jotted down, and I just do a check mark right beside it, and I write it down that if she paid or she didn't pay, or if he paid, he didn't pay, right? So I always keep notes, right, of everything that I do.
Right.
Oh, you have to. I forgot about one before, and a few months later, it's like, oh shit, she didn't pay me yet.
Yeah, but the thing is, some clients try to, sneak their way through it. Like they think you didn't notice, right? That he didn't charge you, so that means they don't have to pay, right?
Big time. That's why I try not to do the cash ones. As much as I like getting cash, it's nice to have a little bit of a cash float, just in case you buy something, you got some cash or whatever. I try not to do it. I'm trying to invoice everything. I got to show my income, for the business.
You have to, yeah.
And all that.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Like I've had somebody before, I think I talked about this before on another live or whatever. Did I tell you guys about the one I had a couple of years ago? I don't have them anymore. They decided to go with the company that the neighbor has, but whatever. So anyway, their invoice came to just over $5,000. It's like a couple acre property, residential, right? Country property. And the guy wanted to give me cash, like in full. I'm like, oh yeah, no, and then he's like, well, I want to save on the tax. Well, the guy has a McLaren in his garage, like a multi-million-dollar home. He's a big builder. He builds schools, and stuff. The guy has money, right? And he's trying to save the tax. Like, really? But he probably has a safe full of money, right? And
probably
just what's wrong with not taking that cash? Like, say if you were to say, all right, meet me at the bank, and then he'll count it out, and it'll be like, okay, that's $5,000.
That's already like a red light for not a red light, red flag for like TD or any like bank. That's a red flag that you're drug dealing or doing something.
Oh, gotcha.
As soon as you make a deposit, okay, so banks, I don't know, I guess they have computer systems or whatever. They don't actually have monkeys watching your accounts, but if there's something different going on in your account all of a sudden, and it's not a regular thing, they can stop your account just in case there's like something fraudulent going on or somebody's trying to get into your account. They'll seize your account. They'll call you right away or send you an email saying, please call us at this number, whatever. So I don't want to take that much money. Like I've taken cash before from people under $1,000, 700 and something, whatever for a job, but like that, I want to declare.
Yeah, you're right, because that is a big chunk. That's just not like
it's a big chunk that adds on to my income for the business and what I made for the year. You know, and I don't want to show that I only made $10,000 in a season when I made like 80,000 in cash or whatever. Like I can't do that.
Yeah, no, no.
So,
You can actually get in a lot of trouble for that. They will actually investigate your company.
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
And they could shut you down.
yeah. You know what I've done before too? There's a couple grand, whatever. Same situation. They wanted to pay cash. What I did was, okay, you know, so you want to pay cash. Okay, how about so I talked about it rather than weekly. How about when it's really hot, I'll determine if I don't have to cut your grass, I'm not going to do it. I might just do a little bit of edging here and there, and that's it, or whatever. So be done with it. So I would eat the tax. So what I would do, say it's 2,000, I would figure out what the tax was in 2,000, go back, right? So if they weren't paying tax, it was 1,000 whatever, right? But then have the tax in there, so it's invoiced to that total of what they would have paid cash. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But there's still tax in there, and I'm eating the sales tax just so I can declare an amount. But I'm going to give them less service if I don't need to cut it or whatever, right? And I've done that before just to kind of declare it. So, but yeah, it's a gray area, like what Mike said here, and I'm sure it's the same thing in the States. You know, like Drew, like would your bank all of a sudden ask you like, you know, what's going on here, or question you, you know, if you made a.
You can always say that, you know, you got this money from your birthday, or you just got married, or this and that. I remember people were giving us cash when me and my wife got married, and the bank even asked me, right, where, you know, like, how did you get so much money, right, in cash? Oh, we just got married. Then you know the sad part is I had to show proof. I had to show proof that I got married. Right? It was crazy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, another way too, I know another guy, and he actually did this, and it worked. He went to a casino. Right, this guy was taking cash, like just from he had lots of cash on hand. So he would go to the casino, and you know, whatever, 5,000 in chips or whatever, right? And then play a couple games, and okay, win $100, and then okay, I'm going to leave and cash it. So he has the money that he purchased for chips, right, or to game. And then he won something, so he'll cash it $5,100 then, right?
Mm-hmm.
So now he has a receipt saying, hey, he cashed it $5,100. So that's his proof, you know, the money, right, for the bank or whatever to make a deposit. So he said it worked, you know, and he never got like checked out and audited. So how many times can you do that? I don't know, you know.
Yeah, I think I mean, like what you were saying, I think that it sounds like the best thing always to do is just give me a company check and that's it. Then you have no ever issues and things like that, you know?
Exactly.
Yeah.
You have to have some proof for those guys that check you out. The government checks you out, right?
Oh yeah.
What I normally get is I get checks. I get checks and it says MRP Lawn Care, right, on it, right, and right away, you know, so I don't get, you know, in shit, or, you know, I don't get audited, because some of my jobs, they're worth $3,000, $4,000, $5,000, right, and the money flow is there, but you know, if they're giving me cash, like Mike said, $5,000, and I take that into the bank, right, they're going to be questioning that. And then maybe next week I might get audited because they have communication. The banks over here in Canada, I don't know if you know, Mike, but the banks here in Canada, they're actually connected with the auditors.
Yeah.
And they will actually rat you out and say, oh, this person, you know, is, you know, giving cash, like large amounts of cash, and you will get audited like the next week or the following week after that, right?
Oh, 100%, yeah.
Yeah.
Especially,
and then you'll get caught, and then when you get caught, you have to change your business name, you have to change everything. It's a disaster.
It's not worth it, you know. And
no.
I know it's tough if somebody. I didn't get a customer before because of that. They insisted they wanted to pay cash for the whole thing. It's like, oh, well, I'm not going with you then. Like,
That's
well,
why.
you
That's
know,
why. That's why when you pay cash, right? Say for example, an older lady, right? Yeah, okay, $70 there, $70 there, right?
yeah,
Keep it on the side, keep it in your wallet. Go to the store, get some groceries for that, right? When it
Mhm.
adds up, and that's it. That's all you need.
Right.
and I have that. I have a handful of,
Exactly.
not a lot. I got like 4 or 5.
Right.
Yeah.
Actually one moved. So yeah, I think I got 3 or 4 for sure. And yeah,
Yeah.
I get cash, which is nice. It's pocket change.
Of course.
I keep a bit of a float here. So okay, I'm gonna make. I look on Kijiji online at lawn equipment and whatever. Like I might find something like, hey, that's kind of cool, and go check it out. Okay, I got $200 on me. I can make a cash deal with the guy, buy something.
Mm.
We all
Yeah.
do it. It's nice
Of
to have
course.
cash in your pocket to do that purchase.
What I do is I gather up the cash, right? And then when we go to the store, go shopping, Walmart or
Yeah.
or No Frills or any other superstore,
Yeah.
$400 right over there, cash, $400. Here you go. That's it, and there you go. I don't have to pay the card. I don't have to take out the card. I don't have to take out the debit card, right?
Right.
A friend of mine's company, what they do, like they take on a lot of cash. They pay their hydro bill and whatever in cash. So they wait until it's one day after the due date, and they actually you can go into Milton Hydro here and pay your bill in cash.
Oh, that's nice.
And that's it. So that's how they get rid of their cash. They pay their bills in cash, and so yeah, you don't need proof where the cash came from. You're just that kind of person that likes to pay in cash, So,
Yeah.
and that's how they get rid of their money. So, and their bills are being paid. And
Well, it's the same thing with the trailer, and with my truck. What happened with my truck, right? I take it in for service.
yeah,
Everything cash, right? Everything cash in your hands, and that's it.
yeah,
So that the taxes don't hit you.
yeah. See, that's tough too when you buy equipment. Like you want to declare it through your business for the tax
Yeah.
write-offs, right? So I had to have that decision when I bought that V plow that I have because I paid cash for that $3,500 with that Salter. I'm not going to declare it. So just for the fact, because I had a lot of purchases last year, I just because everything that you declare, then your income is coming down too, right?
Mhm.
So I gotta hit a certain amount for income because we're looking for the future to move. Selling my house and I need a bigger property. So, like I said, my wife has a pretty good job, so she shows pretty good income. But I can't show that I made $15,000 in 1 year. I need to show more than that, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
You got to make that decision. Do you want to, buy that through the business, or are you just going to purchase that personally? Like me being a sole proprietor, I'm not incorporated. I can still, if I bought something through my own personal account, because my business is under my name and business name, it's not incorporated, I can still declare personal items through my business, right?
Are you thinking? Are you thinking of going incorporated or no?
I don't need to, not the size that I
Okay.
am right now.
Mhm.
That's another whole discussion too.
Yeah.
Like
Maybe at least an LLC or something, maybe or.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm going incorporated next year for sure.
All right, yeah, because the size that you're going, and the way that you're going, Mike, with all the commercials and stuff,
Yeah.
you might as well. And the good thing about that is that it's separate now, because if there's any issues with your business or lawsuits, say like, I hope nobody has any, but the more business you get, the more issues you might
Yeah.
have. People,
They don't go after you, right? They go after your business.
and the difference is with me, if they sue me, it's everything, so. It's my business, it's my personal life, it's my family, everything, right?
It's your house, basically.
Everything, yeah. So it's a
Yeah.
decision you got to make when you get to that certain level.
Mhm.
Yeah, my accountant's really good, and she gives like a lot of really good advice, business advice, and stuff. And yeah, like she'll let me know like when I probably should consider doing it. I don't need to right now. I feel, just. Yeah. What about you, Drew? Like same thing. You're probably just do you call it the same thing? Sole proprietor? Or
I decided just to go LLC.
okay. So
What's
what does
that?
LLC stand for again?
Isn't it limited liability corporation? I think.
Okay, is that an American thing or is that a?
We don't have that here.
Yeah, okay. See, because I was wondering about that because I see a lot of businesses, or names here on YouTube with LLC beside it, right?
I think that's what LLC stands for. I think I could be wrong, but
maybe Matt can tell us. Did you get the battery charger on there, Matt?
Yeah, it's getting up there.
Yeah, nice.
What does the LLC stand for in the States?
Me personally, I don't know, but my wife will know. I'll ask her right now. Laura, what does LLC stand for? Limited liability company.
Yeah, you're right.
I was right then.
Okay. Yeah,
we don't have that.
We don't have that in Canada, but we're just talking about incorporating your business or being like a sole proprietor, or I guess LLC. LLC would not be incorporated, right?
I wanted to incorporate the business this year, but my accountant told me get like 4 more commercial properties, and then I'll incorporate you for sure, 100%.
Yeah, see, it all depends on how much money you're making and stuff, and then if it's getting up there, then you don't because of lawsuits, what we just discussed, right?
Yeah.
You don't want it to affect your whole life because it just takes one idiot there that falls or says this and it's not true, just like the person that burned themselves with the McDonald's coffee, and it just takes one person to ruin your life. So if you're getting up there and whatever, then you have to separate it from personal to just business.
Well, I'm already hitting the peak. I'm already hitting the peak where I'm actually supposed to be incorporated. A lot of people are already telling me that I should be incorporated. Even my brother-in-law is telling me he owns his own roofing company. He was incorporated too, right? So he was telling me right away as soon as I started my second year. This is my third year. He told me second year, you should have been incorporated already, right? But he went to one of my job sites and he said, it's too much of a liability and they can actually take away your car, they could take away your house, they can take away everything, right? If they sue you and not your company, right?
I know.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, it's just the liability. So if I was doing what you're doing, Mike, if I had mostly commercial, well, that's the way you're going to go. By the sounds of the things, you want to get rid of your residential. You got to do it, man. You got to protect yourself, and your family. Just keep it all separate. Right? You keep your family.
Yeah, well, like I said, Mike, 2 more, 3 more of the bigger townhouse complexes, like today what I quoted, the 50 homes, townhouse complex. Yeah, okay, I get 2 more of those, and I'm just going to go straight to my accountant, and I'm going to tell her that I want to incorporate the company because there's a big risk, right? And then one person could say something, right? And right away I could lose my house, lose the truck, lose the trailer, lose everything that I own, right?
That's right.
I don't want that.
Oh yeah, these guys were over here mowing and they shot a rock in my eye and now I can't see. I want to take everything. And
that actually happened in Oakville. That's another reason why I didn't take the 8 condos at Oakville, because the other company, it was wintertime, and a lady, she slid down, I think, 2 pieces of stairways. She slid down, right? And she broke her whole back. She needed 8 or 9 discs in her spine, and then investigation started. So when the investigation started, they went to the cameras, and the guy, he's screwed. He's really screwed because he didn't salt the walkways, and she got a ton of money, and he had to close down his business right away.
That's crazy.
It's a big liability.
See, and this is why I'm not going after a lot of commercials right now. Just because of that liability part. I want to build.
And not only that, but he wasn't even incorporated.
So he probably lost his house and lost everything, right?
Lost everything.
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit.
Yeah. I think I want to go after some like like some, I wouldn't say mom and pop, but maybe some like dentist offices or something that are pretty, I mean, they're not big, but they're not like small, they're kind of in the middle where it's something I know I could easily do by myself and whatever, and start off there, and then one day eventually get into maybe the apartments and stuff like that.
There still is liability, like say for example, veterinarian office, or even like dental office, like you said, right? They still need to be opened up 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock in the morning, in the wintertime, right? And say for example, you forget to salt or you don't salt enough, there's a big liability if someone slips, trips, and falls. You got to have that. You got to have that communication with these guys all the time. Even what I do is I leave at least like 1 bag of salt or 2 bags of salt, right? It matters on the property size. At least 1 or 2 bags of salt I leave in the front entrance, and these guys will actually salt for you sometimes and help you and help you out. Like the superintendents and all that will actually help you out and salt.
See,
needed,
like
right?
when it comes to that, like you said, I think it'd be better to oversalt per se. Then at least that time after you plowed it and then you salted it, at least for sure that stuff's gonna melt, and it's not like.
Yeah, but then you're looking at your money loss, right?
Yeah.
The salt is not cheap over here in Canada.
Yeah,
right? Salt
true.
is really expensive, right? So if you oversalt, you're screwing yourself over with the money, and you're basically doing that property for free. So you got to be careful with that.
Yeah, that's true. I guess that's right, because I would eat into your profits too and all that.
Yeah, I would. I learned the hard way. I also oversalted quite a bit of properties, and I didn't really make that much money off of it.
Yeah, Drew, like just like what you said, like starting off with like smaller commercial, small to medium. I'm the same way too. I only have 1 commercial for lawn care, and it's pretty small. It's actually, she owns the whole building. There's, I don't know, 4 shops in this building, and it's just a small chunk of grass. You guys will see it in videos in the summer, when I make little videos. The back I do maybe once a month. There's a bit of a ditch, but it's wet all the time back there, so I got to wait until it's really dry and get in there. But yeah, like it's small, but I have her personal house too in our town. So and it's a good paying one. Good start, because business owners do talk, right? And she's been in my town, Milton, for a long time, and she knows a lot of people. Like we got into conversations. We know a lot of people. Just me growing up, it's like, oh yeah, that guy and this guy, like all the businesses talk together. So maybe I'll get some other ones in this and that. But my goal anyway, to like going with the commercials and the residentials, I want to build the residential side big enough that I can get a crew going on their own, 3 guys, 2 or 3 guys, girls, whatever, going out, and they do that. And then I'm going to build myself with commercials, and I build another crew going and do commercials. So I have a crew doing residential, and then build up the commercial. But when I get to that point, then I'll think about going. Oh my God, what am I talking about? Incorporating.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, for sure.
And then go after the commercials, and then get the appropriate liability. And stuff and whatever, and then same with the snow. But yeah, my goal is just to build a residential, have a crew going doing that, and then
you gotta build slowly, right? You can't go too fast at it. The problem with me was that I started off way too fast, and it bit me in the ass in the long run, because I still had my full-time job at a factory, right? So it bit me pretty hard in the ass. And I was doing 2 jobs. I was doing a factory and I was doing lawn care. And I already had 100 residential properties I already had. And on top of that, I had the factory, right? So I was coming home basically dead, really, like exhausted.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Wow, that's crazy.
So that's why you should start it off really, really slow. Not that slow, but
Right.
just start it off, at a good pace.
Or who knows? Or maybe I'll just, keep trying to build up the residential side maybe for a while and just do that because there's really, there is liability, but not like a dentist office or ice cream shop or something like that,
Yeah,
Yeah.
but some like dentist shops or even uh, vet hospitals, some of them they don't even really look at your liability or if you have the 2 million or not. It's usually in the wintertime that's when they start looking if you have the 2 million
Sure.
liability for everything,
Sure.
right? Because if there's a case for slips, trips, and falls, right?
If I had a say a veterinary hospital or something, at least my opinion, I'd run it as zero tolerance,
No, it's the same thing with apartments or townhouses or anything like that. You're dealing with people going in and out, whether with their pets, with their dogs, with everything.
Right, for
So
sure.
it's a zero tolerance. That site needs to be babied. It's like these sites that I have, the apartments that I have. These sites always need to be monitored. I'm always on the road and I'm always monitoring. I'm always looking out at the apartments, right? If it needs to be
Right.
salted or not, right?
Right.
Or more salt has to be put down, right?
Mhm. Yeah, it starts snowing. You're on that road looking at them, making sure they're not icy yet.
Well, what I usually do is I don't know if Mike does it, but I think he does. You pre-salt your properties. You
Mhm.
know that it's gonna start snowing, right?
Yeah.
So I pre-salt all my apartments, right?
Mhm.
And then afterwards, when it starts snowing really hard and heavy, right? Most of that snow is gone. So what I do is I plow it, right? So it's a nice even to the asphalt. Then I start putting down salt, right? It's the
You,
same
you,
thing with the sidewalks.
you know what's nice about doing that? I did that a couple times.
Yeah,
When you lay that layer of salt and it's falling, right? And
yeah,
then when it does build up eventually, like say the next day or whatever, you already got that layer underneath the snow, and the salt helps, and the
yeah.
snow actually scrapes up a lot better.
Oh
With
yeah, way better. There's no
having that
ice
salt in
whatsoever
there.
under there.
Yeah, yeah, and
Yeah,
it's a lot cleaner, right? And then you might just lay not as much salt, right, when you're done
yeah.
that.
Well, that's my word of advice. You guys could take it or you guys don't want to take it, but always pre-salt your properties.
Mhm.
There's products out there too. I heard like spraying products. I don't
Yeah,
know
I
if
tried
you.
that on the residential. I tried it. It's shit.
Yeah, I know. That's what I heard too. Is
Yeah,
like an organic kind of spray or
yeah,
something. I heard of some people like using that on residential, just on people's porches. So before a
yeah,
storm, they'll spray it down, whatever, and this and that. And yeah, I heard of this shit too. It was a waste of money.
yeah. It's really shit. I tried it out actually. I tried it out, and you know what happened? It turned into ice.
Yeah.
You just need to spend the money and have the real brine,
Well,
Yeah.
even the salt that Mike is using, right? It's good. It's really good. I like it, right?
hmm
Like you don't have to go like high end with these, with these salts like Alaskan salt and all that, ice melters and all
No,
that.
it's
It's
expensive.
crazy, expensive.
But the thing is, too, if you're dealing with concrete, or I got one driveway in the winter that's concrete, so I don't salt it. They have their own salt, so they got to pay good money for that proper salt.
They
But
probably
yeah,
have the Alaskan, right?
yeah, like the blue stuff,
Yeah.
whatever. But holy shit,
Ice
that
melt.
stuff, like a 10 kilogram bag's like $25. It's
Yeah.
crazy. Like I buy a 40 kilogram bag of the salt that I use, and that comes down. It's just over $10 a bag for
Mhm.
40 kilograms, right? So I'm making good money off this stuff. It works really good, but you don't want to be throwing that on like really nice walkways, concrete, like brick, interlock or whatever. Like it's good for like the commercial properties that I'm doing, like the parking lot, and whatever. But it's very inexpensive. Like I said it before, like one skid is around say $400. It's like $389 that cost me tax in, and I'm making about $2,200 off that skid, like salt.
Yeah.
So it's I I say that's pretty good.
hmm
And there's no complaints, and it's working well, and like zero
How many
complaints.
how many skids did you go to did you
Three.
go through?
I got 3 so far, and I still have like a half left right now.
Oh shit! I went through close to 9. I'm going. Well, if it does continue, I'm going through 10.
Well, you got a lot bigger stuff than what I'm doing, so like
Yeah.
lots, all right?
Crazy.
Yeah.
Costs a lot. Like we have the same pricing, 400, right? I clear out 400 on a whole skid, 20 kilo, right?
Yeah. Like with my the ones that I'm salting the most on, the commercial ones, it's pretty much $100 a push for snow and 120 for salt, so 220 each time.
Yeah.
Like after I push or clear all the snow, then I salt, and I'm maybe using maximum $15 of salt each time.
Yeah.
And it's 120 for salt. So salt's the money maker, and you're making a bit off the plowing too, but yeah, it's a wear and tear on the truck. The fuel economy is terrible, when you're plowing. Like my gas truck is terrible anyway.
The diesel is amazing. My diesel is amazing for plowing, especially the lifted truck. It scrapes off everything, and when I push the plow up, it's like a bobcat, right? It's amazing. It goes up really high.
Yeah, I noticed the difference too. Like when I got the gas truck, and I'm using that this year plowing. I didn't use the diesel at all plowing, but the last 2 years I was plowing with the diesel. There's a huge difference with the fuel costs and all that, and the fuel economy. You just see that fuel economy just go in the toilet, and you put it on the dashboard. It's like, holy crap.
Our diesel prices are pretty ridiculous compared to the gas right now.
I know usually diesel is cheaper. I don't know if it's the same in the States, but our gas prices have been coming down. Like I don't know what's going on.
Big time. I just got gas today here. Originally gas was like, I want to say $2.45. It was and then today I got gas for $1.98.
Yeah. That's for a gallon, right? So that's because we go by liters. So I think it's 3.78 liters in 1 gallon. So right now, I didn't see it actually today, but I think last time I seen it is in the 80-cent range. I don't know.
Yeah,
if
it was like 88, 85.
So 85 cents a liter. So it's 3.78, almost 4 liters in 1 gallon. So our gas is a lot more than in the States. But our diesel price is it's around $1.15 to $1.20.
Crazy.
A liter, and diesel was always cheaper than gas. So,
right, that's how it used to be.
Yeah, I know.
Diesel got more expensive than gas, and it's like, okay.
I know, right? Like when I bought my diesel truck in 2017, diesel was like 15 to 20 cents cheaper than gas, and then all of a sudden the year after, it's like, oh shit. Like now diesel's getting more expensive. Diesels are more expensive to buy in the first place, but they are more fuel efficient, And,
they'll last longer. Yeah, a little more expensive to fix, but.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah, the cost to repair and. Yeah, I'm debating buying another diesel. Like I like my diesel truck. That's my everyday runner. Like when I'm doing my estimates, you see that in the videos there. But I'm going to use the plow truck, the gas one. Like for lawn care too, just because I got the dump box, right? So I'm going to see how that goes for the fuel economy and just, keep track of that, right? So
are you thinking of hiring this season or no, Mike?
Yeah, I want to. I almost did, but I decided not to. I want to make sure I'm at a certain number. I can handle doing myself, like say 15 lawns a day myself. I can handle. My lawns are not far apart from each other. They're, I'm going maybe 2 to 5 kilometers in a day to do like 15 lawns. So a kilometer's longer than, or is a mile? No, a mile's shorter than a kilometer, right? Or whatever. I don't know if you guys know the hey, Mike, is a kilometer longer than a mile? I'm just thinking right now.
I'm thinking myself.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I know the liters and gallons. I know.
Sorry, but not a school too long. The brain is not there.
I know the 3.78 liters per to 1 gallon. I know that.
The thing is, we're not really good at that. We're good at numbers, weekly, bi-weeklies, and we're good at also providing the work.
That's right.
That's what we're good at. Snow removal, lawn care. That's what we're good at. We're not good in numbers.
No.
We're only good at, weekly, bi-weekly numbers, $100, 150 a week.
That's right.
That.
And then it's like, okay, Google calculator or whatever.
And then you calculate your total every month.
But yeah, like I said, like my lawns are really close together. I'm not driving far at all. Like right now, actually, I did lose one that was about 35 minutes away, like from my driveway. It's out in the country, and it's actually a friend of mine, and it was mutual. So I think I talked about this one before, but they went with another company that beat my price. So yes, they're a good friend of mine, and I totally get it. And you know what? I wanted to let them go too, just because it wasn't feasible for me anymore. I was giving them a friend and family discount pretty much, and I did their leaf cleanups for free, and they got massive amount of leaves. Like it was an acre property, and I was only charging them 110 a week to go there, and leaf cleanup was included. It was a super deal because I know them. They actually got a better price than that, apparently.
You charge them $110 for cutting?
Yeah. And I did leaf cleanup for free. I would bring my leaf vacuum there, everything, and all the fuel, the travel time. It wasn't working out for me, and I wanted to talk to them personally too, just saying like I can't afford to come here and do this anymore. Friends, yes, we're friends, but this is business, and I'm at a loss. So it didn't come down to me telling them that. It came down to them. I think they already kind of knew, and they kind of did me a favor, and we're still friends, and they did me a favor big time. I ended up
hurt your friendship at all, or no?
No, it's fine. It was mutual because I want to get more within my town. I don't want to leave my town. So
right.
like Mike knows my area, Milton. I'm going to deal with Campbellville. So Campbellville is just west of my town. It's still in Milton, but I'm not going to go any further. So I'm going to deal with the country around my town, and Campbellville. There's a little village just like 10 minutes away. Like it's not far, but other than that, I don't want to be driving half an hour, 45 minutes to go to one property, and then another half an hour to go to the next big property, and then no. So this year I'm focusing on, I want to have everything like just within, like really close.
I know some connections over there in Milton and Shelburne and in Vaughan Mills and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, right? I won't go. Shelburne's far. That's too far north.
Yeah, I know some connections over there, and they're offering me some commercial properties over there to take a look at it. And I told them okay. So Monday I'm gonna go over there also. I'm quoting 3 properties Monday, all commercial. Yeah. And we'll see what happens. I go up there up north because that's where me and my wife are actually planning to buy our house, right? Up north, right? Yeah. Because it's cheaper. I don't want to buy $1 million house over here in Toronto or Mississauga. It's overpriced, right?
Oh, and then crazy, yeah.
And then that house payment on $1 million. I mean, that's got to be outrageous.
Yeah, and it's pardon me.
I said, heck, even if you bought $1 million house or whatever, I mean, I'd hate to see what the mortgage on that is,
It's
crazy. Property tax, especially, gonna kill you.
Oh, yeah.
The housing the housing market around here, guys, it's crazy. Like in Toronto, like where Mike is, MRP there, just your average small, you get it like $1 million square foot house is $1 million, and it's crazy.
Even if you buy a townhouse, a little piece of shit townhouse, my sister just sold hers for like eight something, right?
I know, it's crazy. Like even Milton's getting crazy, like our prices. But yeah, the farther north we go from our area, a lot cheaper it is, and west too a little bit. But they call it the GTA, Greater Toronto Area, where we are, and yeah, it's just crazy. Everything's just overpriced, and yeah.
I would like to move over there in the farm fields down there, up north. It's more peace, more quiet, I like it like that.
Would you keep all your accounts down in Mississauga then, in Toronto area?
Yeah, I would for sure. It's worth driving for in Mississauga, Toronto, Brampton. Then I just want to expand the company. I want to expand. I want to, widen the range a little bit.
Yeah.
And then if I do end up going to Milton, I can, expand, and then I can give you some.
Yeah, if you come down to Milton for a quote or something, like let me know. Maybe I'll meet
and
up
then
with you.
that's when if I do expand ever in Milton or in your area,
Yeah.
for sure, I'm happy to give away a commercial there, or a house there, or a house there, right? So I'm not like that.
Mm-hmm.
And the thing is with lawn care companies, you need to have connections. You need to have other people. You need to be playing with the big dogs. You can't be playing with the smaller dogs. You got to be playing with the big dogs that have been in business for 30, 40 years.
Mm-hmm.
And these guys, they don't play around with residential properties. They play around with the big guys. They play around with the commercial properties. They don't even bother doing the residentials. They give it away, or they don't even give it away. They just basically tell them that they don't do it. If I was in their position, I would right away take Matt MG's business card, Drew's business card, Bush Green's business card, and call these guys up and say, you're interested or not, come quote these properties, and here you go.
Right.
I don't know
sure.
why it doesn't work that way.
No, for sure. It's good to network with those people that have been in business for 30 whatever years, because eventually they're going to retire or something or whatever. And you just never know. If you built that relationship with them, you might just gain from it too.
It's not like they're going to retire. Their sons or their daughters or another guy or their best friend is going to take over.
But I've seen companies that just stopped, bigger companies,
But the only problem of being a big company and being a big dog is that their clients, they're not happy with them whatsoever. They got a bad reputation. Right? They got a bad reputation, and they're never on time because they got, they're loaded up with almost 22 properties in the wintertime. How are you supposed to get to 22 commercial properties with only 6 guys working, right, plowing, and all these guys need to be at 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock in the morning plowing the apartments out, right? So they never have a good reputation.
Oh, it's all about reputation. That's exactly why I kept it to a minimal for snow removal.
Exactly.
Because I was there for everybody, and 100% everybody's happy with me right now. So the only way to go is I'm going to grow. I'm not going backwards. So.
But the thing is, you need people working for you. You need, especially in the wintertime.
Yeah.
But when you're a big dog, you gotta be nice to other lawn care companies. You gotta give them the opportunity. These guys, they're not giving them the opportunity, whatsoever. They're not giving anybody the opportunity. They're just waving their hands and saying that they don't want that 1 acre, 2 acres, right? They don't want that, right? They should be at least, have a backup plan and say, call this guy, I know this guy, right? But they're not like that.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, talking about being consistent and showing up, like what I find with the quotes that I've been doing so far for this season, like a lot of the people they want to get away from the company that they've had because they haven't been consistent. All right. It's not a matter of they're a Wednesday cut and it's going to rain on Wednesday. And so they came on Tuesday. It's a matter of, I had a lot of people saying, they're supposed to be here every Wednesday, but they'll come Saturday, they'll come Monday. They came Sunday. We had a party and they cut our grass and there's kids running all around and, like you don't do that. I've had it before that, like my Mondays, my bi-weeklies, sometimes I'll go on a Sunday, but before I go anywhere on a weekend to anybody's house, if I have a relationship that I can text message them or if I have to email, I communicate with them first saying, this is what my plan is. There's supposed to be rain showers coming for 2 days. So I'm pushing back. Is it okay if I cut your lawn on Sunday? And I communicate with everyone that way. And I think that's the only right way because on the weekends, people have parties or get-togethers or birthday parties, whatever. You don't want to just show up, fire up that mower, and they're like, what the hell are you doing here?
It's the same thing. It's the same thing what I have in my residentials. Same thing.
Yeah.
Like by last year, I was kind of running it to the point where, like, say, I don't know, a lot of them kind of wanted to cut towards the end of the week. So, like, say, Wednesday, Thursday, and then say by Friday, I'm done mowing by like 4, 5 o'clock. That's before everybody comes home. So you're not in their yard anymore, mowing their grass when they're trying to grill and, you know, and hang out with their wife and kids and crap like that, you know?
It's true.
At least for residential, at least, but commercial would be different. But
yeah, I try to do all of mine during the day before dinner time. And my schedules have always worked out that way. The only one I actually do like very early in the morning, and I've started before, well, depending on daylight savings time, whatever, closer to the fall, 7 a.m. I usually start at 7:30, but that commercial one I talked about, a really small chunk of grass at the front, whatever, I'll show up there right at 7. There's no houses around there. But I've been there before that the sun is just starting to come up and it's dark and I'm working off the street lamps. And, you know, I'll do that, you know, so by the time I'm done that, clean it all up, okay, the sun's coming up, it's 7:30-ish or whatever, or just past there. Now it's a reasonable time to go to my first residential. But I've done that one before on a Sunday too. And I did that on purpose too, because of, I didn't want to be there when cars started coming in and parking. There's an auto body shop in there too. They sometimes park along the side of the road, and they're kind of in the way of where I have to be. So, you know, and you got to do that with commercials too, right? The more you, like with Mike there, certain times you got to go there, like for snow removal, say, or even for grass cutting, like to be able to park your truck or whatever, right?
Well, I can always find a parking spot, right? But it's sometimes it's really tight. Fitting into a spot, right? And the thing is residential. Going residential on a one-way street. Oh my God! It's I have to go inside their driveway, and then I have to back up the trailer. I have to stop traffic, right, with the trailer. I have to turn the truck around. I have to go there, right?
Yep.
I'm blocking traffic like crazy. They're honking at me, right?
Right.
I'm just, it's terrible on a one-way street.
Right. Or better yet, you know, you're almost done with your yard and, oh yeah, I got to get out and go to the doctor's office.
Yeah.
And then you know, and all that.
Yeah, but commercial, you know, they don't want you to cut the grass on the weekends.
Right. Unless, God forbid, you have to. If it's been raining a lot, then you have no choice. But I get what you're saying.
Yeah, like on the weekends, they don't want it to be cut. One of my apartments, they don't want it to be cut. Every other apartment, they agree. It's okay if I come Saturday, but not Sunday. Right. So I try to schedule them on the weekdays.
Yeah, that's understandable with the apartments, right? Because you're going to have more people traffic anyway on the weekend around their kids playing.
Even in the wintertime, the apartment that I have on Dixie and Burnthorpe, it's really crowded. People go in and out like crazy from the underground. Kids walking around everywhere. You just have to you have to keep your eyes open all the time.
Yeah,
for sure.
Right.
So you guys mow 5 days a week?
I don't mow five. I don't. Pardon me?
You mow. That's all you do, right? You strictly just mow.
Me?
Yeah.
No, I mow. I do fall spring cleanups, and I also do plowing.
Okay. Right. Yeah, but I mean, like you don't do the mulching and pruning, or do you do that stuff?
I do mulch. I do also trimming,
So,
trimming hedges, bushes, and that's basically all I do.
Now, so Bush and Drew, do you guys mow all week?
Yeah, I pretty much mow all week. I do minor trimming, so I kind of leave that separate. My Fridays are open. My Friday is still open right now as we speak. Every new customer I'm getting, all my existing customers that are paying me and I'm putting them on the list and whatever, I got Monday to Thursday. I leave Friday open. So I don't do trimming every time I cut. I'll keep that separate and I'll go on a separate day. Sometimes, a lot of times it'll be on the weekend. But I'll ask them permissions. Like I said before, I'm going to trim all your bushes and everything, whatever. I don't like going in cutting because I'm by myself. All right. Like now, if you have another person with you, okay, that's different. They can start trimming or whatever. But I don't want to, I just like to cut be done with it, leave, go to the next one. I don't want to cut, and then now I got to do all this trimming because it takes more time than just cutting. All right. So yeah, I do that too, but I keep it separate, but I keep it limited. Any large scale like gardens, if I got bigger properties, I have a friend of mine that has a company that just deals strictly with gardens, does trimming, cleaning, building, and whatever, and they do all my really big work for me. Just until I get a crew going. Once I have enough people working for me, then yeah, I'm gonna do it all myself. So
Yeah, see, I mow Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then it leaves Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday open for pruning and mulching.
Right, that's how I am pretty much.
Every place that I mow, I mulch, I prune, I do full service at. So I mean, as one person, I can't mow all week and then get all that shit done. So like I said, I usually start my mowing Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, then the rest is.
Yeah, it's the same. It's the same thing with me. I do full service for all the commercial properties. If it's from mowing, trimming, edging, blowing, it's fall spring cleanups, it's mulch, it's trimming bushes, doing this, doing that, right? Snow removal, right? It's all full service for me.
Right.
And not only that, but I don't do Monday to Friday. I do Monday to Sunday.
Yeah, same here.
Yeah.
It's very rare. It's very rare I'm not working on a Sunday.
But I do Monday to Sunday mowing, trimming, edging, blowing, fall spring cleanups, snow removals, and I also do mulching and tree trimming, tree bushing, doing that kind of stuff. So from Monday to Sunday, I'm doing all those things.
Yeah, everyone, at least some of my friends, are like, oh, you got more time in the winter. I'm like, yes, but no, I don't. I said, listen, snow has no time. Snow, I might call 24/7.
Yeah.
So
summertime is you're always up and you're always going at it. Wintertime, like Mike knows, some days we get snow, some days we don't get snow, some days we relax. Get fat on the couch for like a week or two. Right?
Oh my God.
And then that's it. And then the next week it might snow. We're up, 2-3 days. We're up with only like 2-3 hours of sleep, and that's it.
Absolutely.
Yeah, especially this winter. I don't know. Like I swear I must have gained about 30 pounds. Like it's
same thing with me.
Like I have different shirt sizes because if I get helpers or whatever, I'm usually an extra large. I think I might have to wear the double X when I start the season.
Yeah. No, we should have closets for separate closets for wintertime and for summertime.
Yeah, that's a good one. Oh my God. But yeah, this winter has been a lot slower and honestly, like I'm not a lazy person. I like to keep busy and keep moving, doing things. I got lazy.
Crazy.
I got lazy. Like I just finished a little bit of a reno in the house, so I'm happy I finally got that done. Just painting some bedrooms. We got some new carpet put in. I was talking about that at the beginning of the stream. But yeah, so now I'm starting to feel like, okay, I'm working. I'm doing something. Just my back's sore, but I got to get used to moving again. And so
yeah, that fall spring cleanup job kind of kicked me in the ass today a little bit.
Oh yeah, you're ready to shape.
Small little property, right? Kicked me in the ass a little bit.
Absolutely.
I did 9 yards of mulch last Monday, or it was this Monday, and I tell you what, dude, I was beat.
Yeah,
I bet.
Kicks you in the ass pretty hard after winter. Yeah.
9 yards of mulch isn't much.
No, but it still kicks you in the ass a little bit.
Hell yeah, it did.
Got you off that granny couch a little bit from the winter time, Not that much snow. Right away.
No. Boom. I didn't have shit for snow, man. I had 2 storms I was out for, and I was out for 6 or 7 hours each time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. $90-$100 a yard spread.
Yeah, 100.
Yeah.
My scoops here where I go are a yard and a half.
Gotcha.
I'm charging 150.
Nice.
So, sorry, how much does a yard and a half cost of mulch? You're saying?
How much do I charge? I charge 150.
No, but how much are you paying for the actual material?
28 bucks.
Okay. Yeah, I think a yard of mulch here, the average is about 40 to $50 or something like that.
I don't know. I can't tell you. I buy
Yeah.
I buy in skids of bags.
Oh, bags. Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I get a really good deal.
I think
Okay.
our basic mulch runs basic brown is like 25, and then the best mulch is 45-ish. I mean, that's my price, obviously, but if you
Yeah,
are
my
somebody
price.
else, it's going to be more because
Yeah, my price is 28, but if anybody else walks in there that doesn't have an account, it's 42.
right.
So you jack it
Matt,
up high, huh?
Hey man,
Matt,
I'm delivering too, bud.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Delivery also
And then you
counts.
charge the client the real big price. You don't charge them the cheaper price because you got to make the money.
Mm.
so
And it
Matt,
depends on how far you're wheelbarrowing and stuff too. I mean,
Right.
sometimes most jobs you don't have to consider that in, but then you get them ones that you're hiking with the wheelbarrow, so you got to add more to that, man.
Right. Absolutely.
You gotta put a kilometer meter on the wheelbarrow a little bit, and charge them a little bit more.
a mile meter.
I'm about
A
to
mile
get that
meter, mile
attachment
meter.
for my right, man, with the big dumper on it.
Yeah, I've seen those things, the attachments, right? On the right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean they can almost probably more like a big double wheelbarrow. You know what I mean?
Right.
How much weight can they handle, those things?
That I don't know.
I can't remember.
Like a yard? No, maybe not even. No.
No,
A yard.
probably two and a half wheelbarrows, I would say.
Oh,
Okay, guys, I'll be right back. Okay.
okay.
All right.
All right, that's it. It's a Drew Takeover show now.
No, hold on, I gotta mute this.
And did you see them things, dude? They make the wheelbarrows now that have a platform on them with a motor.
Yeah, I've seen that.
They
That
look
looks
nice.
interesting.
Hell yeah.
They cost a lot over here in Canada.
I forget what they are around here. Maybe $1,500 or something like that. $2,000, maybe. I don't know, something like that.
I think they're more than that. Got a motor. It's got a motor on it and a drivetrain, dude. It's probably $5,000.
Here in Canada, those things cost some around 15 and a half, I would say.
You gonna buy one?
No, it's not worth the money. I'd rather buy another stand-on.
Gotcha.
Yeah, sorry about that, guys. No, just talking about like tow behinds and stuff. It just popped in my head. I just ordered something from Amazon. I just got this today, so I'm gonna make a custom. I don't know if you can see it.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a hitch that you could put on a zero turn or whatever. I have one of these on my 60-inch, so I want to make a custom thing. I can't find anybody with a video or anything online that put a hitch on a stand-on mower. All right, so me being different. I talked to my dealer too. They're like, no, there's nothing out there. So I got a guy that does welding and stuff. So I want to make a custom thing that I can put on both of my stand-ons. And I'm thinking about getting like a little dump tow trailer or whatever, like what Matt was just talking about. And then like for mulch jobs, because I have the dump box on that truck, the 8-foot box. So if I got like 3 yards or whatever mulch in the truck, I have my equipment trailer. I can just unhook the trailer, right, and then dump the mulch or whatever, put it into this thing, and then use my stand-on to tow it, over to whatever part in the backyard, dump it and then drive, just to be a little more efficient. And you're not walking back and forward with a wheelbarrow. As Matt knows, that feeling of 9 yards, wheelbarrowing mulch, it can get to you. So that's my idea anyway. So this thing just cost me like about $15. It's just metal thing, whatever. And I don't know. What do you guys think of that?
Do they have that option in the States? The zero turn or the stand-on with
they have both, yeah.
Both, right?
Nice. They also are putting engines on the Let's Go push spreaders too.
Yeah, I've seen that. Mike, the Koi Bros, I think, sells those spreaders also, the stand-ons.
Okay.
They're new right now, and I think the zero turns right now have that attachment for
Yeah,
the wheelbarrow thing here
it's
in
just like the
Canada. I don't know
wheelbarrow,
about the
but it's on an
stand-ons.
actual push spreader. It's pretty neat.
So does it hook up to the front of the zero turn, or is
Yeah,
it?
it does. Yeah, same thing I think with the stand-on, right?
The push spreader, the engine is hooked on the back of it.
Mm.
Okay.
No, we're talking about the wheelbarrow.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the
It's-
wheelbarrow's on the front.
Yeah, on
Yeah.
the front.
Oh, really?
Everything's
On
on
it
the front.
for
Yeah.
the stand on.
Yep.
For
So
stand-on and
half
on the
of it,
sit-down, right?
it attaches to the frame of the front and between the front wheels of your stand-on, and then it's got a long frame that the dump on tires up front.
Yeah,
Okay.
I seen that on YouTube.
I'm gonna have to check that out.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm interested in the leaf plow too, man.
For
Oh,
sure.
the leaf plow on the zero turn,
Yeah.
and I think also on the stand-on, right?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the big leaf plow, you just go and you just plow it right through.
Heck,
Right?
you
And
can even get a
it makes a
bracket
better
for it and
job.
stand on it and put an
Yeah.
actual big, push blower on there too if you wanted to.
You have
I've
that.
seen that before.
Do you guys have the commercial leaf blower, the one you stand on, or
Mhm.
no? Yeah.
I gotta walk behind one. A little
I
Wonder.
stay with the 8010 back, the Echo. I love that thing.
Yeah, it's. I heard it's powerful as hell.
Very much so. I've used them, but I don't own one. But
I got the new trimmer, the Echo one, the SRM 3020T, whatever. Right? Oh my God, that thing is ever powerful. You
Is
take
it?
off that guard, it's crazy.
Mhm.
Yeah,
I
it's
gotta
amazing.
buy one new trimmer this year.
It cost a lot. It costs a lot, but it's worth it.
Like $400 some dollars.
Six.
I paid.
More than that.
No, what are you talking about? I paid $348 for it
Oh, really?
at Koi Bros.
I
Check it
paid
out.
$589 for the 280 Echo 280 weed whacker, man.
Really?
Yeah.
I paid $348 for the SRM 320T.
And that's American, Canadian,
3020T.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah, at Koi Bros, and supposedly they're the most expensive too.
Oh yeah, Koi Brothers is usually expensive. Was that a sale price?
It was a discounted price.
Okay.
Yeah,
Huh.
and
Not
I
nice.
grabbed. There was two of them, so I grabbed the last one.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
But check it out though. Check it out on Koi Bros. You'll see.
Yeah. I'll do that. You know what I'm thinking about using actually this year, and I might buy? You know those lawn sweepers?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So this is my idea because I'm trying to figure something out with the stand-ons to have like a better bagging system for them. So with my idea with the hitch thing, I'm thinking about picking up one of these things. They're about $500. You can get them cheaper too, but they don't hold as much. So I thought about it because I got mulch on demand on my 52 John Deere stand-on. If I go over leaves, mulch them, and then have one of those things dragging behind me, picking up the shit.
Mm-hmm.
They actually work pretty good. I watched some videos on them, and they actually work. If you go slow enough, they'll sweep the yards pretty clean. So I thought about trying that out just for bigger properties, just so I can bring it curbside to the leaf vacuum. And less time of blowing everything from the back going to the front.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought, for $500 or so, whatever, rather than there's a place in Minnesota that Sean hooked me up with. The cheapest I can get Canadian is like $5,500 for like an aftermarket setup for a stand-on with a bagging system that's behind you. So you stand between the bagging system, kind of like the grandstand, the Toro grandstand, what they have,
Mm-hmm.
right? But John Deere doesn't make that. A lot of companies don't make it, and you got to go after a market. So rather than spending $5,500, I thought I'll spend $500 and try that thing just to see what happens. So
Yeah.
be kind of interesting. You guys ever use one of those, or?
I've had a little toe behind sweeper I've used before.
Yeah. How did you feel about that, or what was your experience?
It wasn't too bad. I think that back then the design wasn't the greatest per se, and but now with how the newer stuff they made it, I'm sure it's a lot better.
Yeah.
They're not too horribly expensive either. I think you could get one for, I don't know, a couple $100 at like Home Depot.
No, you can. I looked around. Like we have a place called Princess Auto. You know, I'm not sure what the store is called in the States. There's another store kind of like our Princess Auto that you get cheaper stuff at. It's all from China or whatever. But the thing is with those ones, they don't have the capacity of some of the other ones that I'm looking at. And John Deere recommended to me not to get the John Deere one. It's funny because they got some plastic parts with their sprockets or whatever with the moving parts, and they wear down easy. So there's a company actually in Ohio. It's called Ohio Steel. Have you heard of that place, Drew? Or
no, I have not.
Yeah, Ohio Steel, and they make all those kind of toe behind attachments and stuff. So my dealer John Deere here in town, they can get it. So it's like I think it was $520 or something like that Canadian, and it seems like a pretty good unit, and it holds I don't know 23 cubic feet or something like that. So that it's a lot. So yeah, the cheaper ones you can get the excuse me $250 one or whatever, but it's half the capacity. So I've been kind of searching around. So I think I'm going to go ahead and get this one and just try it out. It's $500. I know $500 is a lot of money, but better than spending $5,000, on this thing and just try it out just to see. Like I'm all up for trying new things, and just more efficient ways to do things,
Yep.
So check out the company, Ohio Steel.
I think mine hold a little bit more than that.
Yeah. Sorry, what's that, Drew?
I think mine held a little more than that.
Oh, did it? Okay.
Anyways, I'm gonna go for a smoke. What Matt is doing right now. I'm gonna go eat something because I'm hungry, and then I'm gonna go to sleep.
Yeah,
so I'm just gonna go have some fun tonight and go to sleep. Absolutely.
Oh yeah. Yeah. All right. Yeah. See you later,
Take
Matt.
care, guys.
See you later, Drew.
Okay, Mike. Take it
Bush
easy,
Green.
buddy.
I'll see you later. All right.
All right, Mike.
See you later, guys.
Yeah, I see. Yeah, it is getting pretty. I just realized, oh my God, it's almost midnight, eh?
Getting them watch hours, right?
That's right.
Yeah, I know this is like my only non-copywritten videos. Every one of my videos, there's copyright strikes on it because of my intro music that I have, and if I put other music in it, like I told you guys, I don't really care. Like I'm just having fun here, It's just I don't care if I hit 1,000 subscribers or 200. So it's just nice to meet all you guys, and have a community that we can all chat about this stuff, and interact and network with each other. But yeah, I got to start making my own music too, but just in case it gets to that point, so I don't have copyright strikes.
Right.
You guys have those too, or copyright strikes on your videos, or no?
I mean, I don't even consider myself a YouTuber. I don't have my contact. My videos are like 30 seconds.
Yeah. Yeah. But that's okay, man.
It's like, dude, I say I'm going to film and set up and stuff, but when I get to the job, it's like,
I know
it's time to work. I'm not going to be moving a camera around and worrying about, and then you got to worry about somebody stealing your camera when you have it sitting up. Then you got to get permission to ask to film.
Right. So, you don't want to accidentally get their, house number and stuff like that. And
yeah,
when I come home, I don't want to have to edit,
Right. I just put it up raw. Forget it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I don't do all that fancy editing stuff. They get what they get, and
And anyway about your music, man, it's like when I watch these videos, I want to hear the equipment. I don't want to hear the damn music anyway.
Yeah.
You know, like that's why I watch this stuff. I like the real action.
Right.
You know.
Yeah. No, like in the summer, like I said, I started in December, right? And I did that for a reason because I'm new to this. But yeah, at first I was kind of like doing too much editing. I was spending like 5 hours on one video. I'm like, okay, what the hell am I doing? But I got time. I got time in the wintertime. I got like no snow for a week, right? So I was having fun with it. So lately, you guys probably see like I'm doing the estimates and whatever. So I'm doing everything in one shot with my cell phone because it's no editing. Because when I get home, I plug my cell phone into the computer. 2 minutes later, or not even 2 minutes, the video is in my computer. I throw it in there. I put my intro bit in, throw that video in, join on Instagram at the end or whatever, and it's done in like 20 minutes.
Right.
So I don't want to spend a lot of time. So same thing like with the lawn cutting. I haven't done a single lawn cutting video yet on YouTube. It's going to be interesting anyway. But yeah, I'm going to stick to the basics. Like you said, Matt, I thought about that because I use my cell phone for pretty much all my videos you've seen lately. It's all cell phone, right? Mm-hmm. If I'm driving and there's a driving video, it's a different camera. And I don't want to leave my cell phone on a tripod at the street there, while I'm mowing down the side of the house and I got no view of it, know. It's the same thing leaving your truck open in certain areas. I close the door. I take my machine out the back door. I close it, latch it, and I'm paranoid that way. I guess it's good to be that way because people will drive by, see an open trailer. Oh, look at that trimmer. Boom, gone, or blower, if it's not locked up, like, because I have enclosed, so,
Yep, I'm going to start locking mine when I'm doing my commercial, even though I can see my truck always when I'm going back and forth, but still it's like it only takes 2 seconds, when you're all the way to the corner and someone walks up, oh, look at that, there's a nice trimmer, screw it,
I lock my truck door too because I always leave my cell phone in there. Well, I guess I won't be if I'm filming, or I might use the other cameras, but I always lock my truck because my phone's in there. I leave my wallet in there. Whatever. I don't want to have that stuff in my pockets and possibly lose it or whatever, right? And then the key, I have a spot in my trailer. It's kind of a hidden spot. Like if you get there and you're trying to take something in 10 seconds, you won't find my truck keys, unless you're in there like really looking. And so there's a spot I leave my keys in my trailer. So yeah. Mm-hmm. You guys all have, I know Drew has an enclosed. No, you have an enclosed trailer, right?
I do.
Matt, you have an enclosed too?
No, I'm open.
Okay, open, yeah. Once if we do move and I get a bigger property.
Yeah, good night, MRP.
What's that?
Yeah, peace out, man. It's good chatting with you, buddy.
Yeah, good night, man.
Yeah, take care.
If I do get that bigger property eventually, whatever, and I have a shop, I'm considering getting an open trailer then, because an open trailer would be easier having everything, just right there, whatever. But if I have a place that I can park that trailer and have it locked and I don't have to take everything off the trailer, perfect.
Yeah, you get an open, 18-foot or 24, or 20-footer, and yeah.
If I can back it into my shop and lock that shop door and whatever, and then go out in the morning again, then perfect. But that's the reason why I got the enclosed trailer. I can lock it and leave stuff in there, and it's pretty much safe. I got a camera outside my house. It's at a storage facility right now with 2 mowers in it. Actually 3. I walk behind 2 and my trimmers and blowers, but
right.
Yeah. But it's just that added security of having the enclosed. Also, when you're driving around doing your lawns, you're not advertising what you have. Nothing against having an open trailer or whatever.
No, that's not true, man. I got signs on mine.
Yeah.
Because I made it like a fence on the sides. I put sides on it.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I have my signs on it.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
I do want an enclosed trailer because I am tired of coming home from mowing and having to unload everything, put it away, wake up the next morning to bring it all back out.
Yep.
Time is
I
money,
would say if I was to do it right, spend the extra money, get like either a 7x18 or an 8x18, so you have plenty of room to walk around.
That's a big trailer to be pulling around though, man, especially residential.
Yeah. I know. See, I thought about that.
At least a 7x16. That's what I have, and I don't have any issue with it.
Because I'm already blocking mailboxes as it is.
No.
and fire hydrants and, driveways.
And that's what I talked about before too. Like if I build enough that I have residentials and then I go, commercials over here and I have a crew, if I got like push mower residentials and stuff and I don't require a trailer, I thought about getting a van. I've seen people use trucks before, even like
Box truck, man.
like box trucks, right?
Yep.
Or whatever. I've seen that before. And you won't block as many driveways or whatever. You can get into smaller areas. Like, get a Sprinter van or whatever, with a taller ceiling,
Yep.
in it. And you fit a couple push mowers in there. You can put your racks in there, hang up some trimmers. There you go, boys. Go cut all these lawns, for the week. And then have the truck and trailer for the bigger properties.
Yeah, I mean, there's different ways to go about everything, You just got to find out what works for you.
Exactly.
And what fits your budget.
Exactly. And that's what I was going to say. You got to build to that point, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm actually like, this is my first year that I'm legit. This is my first year with contracts. Like I always had insurance and stuff.
Yeah.
Business name, but like this is my first year that we just actually sent out contracts and stuff. So like it's time to get serious and get out there and get it.
That's awesome, man. Well, at least we get to witness it and watch you if you post some little videos.
You see me either climb the ladder or come down it.
Right.
Yeah. Just do it slow, man, and do it slow and right. Just don't go too fast with everything. And
I mean,
like they say the first 3 years are going to be your make it and break it, and this is my third year, so.
I thought I was always told it was your 5 years.
Oh, average 3 to 5 years.
Yeah.
And if you can survive the first 3, I think you're doing good. Like
Absolutely.
I have my own house. I have a mortgage. I'm paying my bills. I'm doing what I need to do. My wife doesn't work. She's stay-at-home mom.
That's nice, though. I mean, I know it's a lot, I'm sure, weight on your shoulder at the end of the day, but that's cool, though.
I like it because I come home to a clean house every day and a cooked meal and my daughter is taken care of.
That's awesome. I need to find one of them.
Yeah, she definitely doesn't sit on the couch and eat bonbons all day. I can give her that.
For sure. Probably does your laundry, too, for you, so you're good to go. And
dude, I treat you like a king.
Mm-hmm.
Come home, there's a mixed drink already made in the fridge for me.
Heck, that's awesome.
No, it's busy here all the time. My wife works full time, and at least our kids are teenagers now. But yeah, the house is messier now because they are teenagers, and it is what it is. We'll clean the house when we can, and it's usually the weekends, or whatever. It's been Sunday night sometimes at 9 o'clock at night we're vacuuming, and just whatever. We'll fit it in wherever. But it's hard to maintain your house and do all that, when you're busy working, And well, other than me in the wintertime, I'm called a house husband then. So my wife calls me. So yeah, I do make dinners here and there, and yeah. But then in the summertime, I come home, I don't want to make dinner, and just we're tired being in the sun all day, and
It's funny, out back in the driveway, my last mowing day of the week, I just sit in the truck, look at my yard. Like,
I know.
You want to cut your yard for free.
Well, especially when
you make the habit, you cut your yard first before you cut everybody else, so then yours looks good, and then
Well, especially
usually though in the summer it doesn't work that way. It's you know how it is.
Well, when you have 2 teenage boys, I can totally do it after school before you come home from work, and they don't do it, and they're sitting playing video games. Yeah. Just wait until you get to that, because I got a 14-year-old and a 17-year-old. So
I have a daughter and she's 2, and I'll tell you what, man, it's the terrible 2s for a reason.
Yep.
Yep. Or sometimes if you get home at the end of the night, you got 30, 45 minutes of daylight. It's like, all right, get the mower out, bust it out real quick.
Yeah.
The only thing I do miss though is I got this stand on now. When I had an X-Mark sit down, like she loves going for a ride on it. Now I won't be able to take her on the standard.
Not yet. Mm-mm.
You have to get her a toy lawnmower, you know, those ones the kids have, and they have little bubbles or something shooting out of them, or yeah, you got to get her one of those.
Dude, for Christmas we got her this Jeep, Power Wheels Jeep. It is balling. It's got neon lights and shit. It's dope. So she'll be out following me around in that thing.
That's awesome. Yeah, we had a Hummer when our boys were little, like the battery power Hummer. I used to sit in that thing. I would sit on the back. Yeah, probably broke it a few times, cracked it, but those are pretty fun to drive around.
The things they have now, if I would have had this Jeep that we got her when I was her age, I'd never get out of that thing.
I know.
It's got a working radio with Bluetooth, neon light.
What?
It's got it's got a light bar on the front of it.
Damn.
Underglow underneath, blue underglow.
That had to be pricey then.
Yeah, it was a truck payment.
I bet.
It was like $550.
Dang.
Where do you pick that up? Toys R Us or?
Off Amazon.
Oh, okay.
If you go on my Instagram page, you'll see it. I put it together on Christmas and stuff. It was a hoot.
All right, I'll look back.
Yeah, I'll have to check that out.
Yeah.
It's pretty balling, man.
Yeah,
And the best part about it is it comes with a remote control. So like she's too small to drive it herself yet. So I can lock it with the remote control and I do the driving. So I don't know if it was a toy for her or a toy for me.
Yeah. That's cool.
It's literally like an oversized remote control car. It's cool.
Mm-hmm. She'll be driving thinking, and probably in her mind, like, what the hell? I can't go this way. What?
Yeah, soon. She's already like looking at me, catching on that I'm the one that's steering it and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Yeah, guys, it's midnight now. It's Sunday.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna get going.
All right, man. Well, good chatting with you guys.
Yeah, take care.
Let's we'll hook up soon again.
Relaxing Sunday.
Yeah. 100%.
Maybe we'll do this again in 2 weeks around the same time or something, you know?
I might do one before that again. I don't know. We'll see. But, you know, there's always other chats too that we jump into. I've jumped into the other Matt and Jim's.
Mm-hmm.
I think Jim's in Drew's area, right? Is Matt in your area too?
No, Matt is not, no.
But Jim is,
Matt's
right?
Alabama.
Yeah.
Oh, Big Matt? Yeah.
Yeah.
But I've jumped in theirs before and stuff. Yeah. All right, guys.
All right, gentlemen. See ya.
All right, you guys take care. We'll see you.
Take care, Matt.
Peace.
All right, peace, dude. All right. Thanks, everybody.